188.
Yep, we're up on Facebook.
Check YouTube.
On both Facebook and YouTube.
1964 Uni 8.
Code 40, clears report.
Which one are you on?
Copy code
Facebook?
2242.
Yeah. Hey, if you're there, we're back. We think we're back with both, hopefully. Our technological genius, Kyle Meestead, has
There's the lights.
figured out how to get us back online, we think. Yep.
Kyle is the man.
Kyle, where are you, buddy? Come here and say hi to your fans there.
Hi, everyone.
You're the hardest worker we got at the Sheriff's Office, Director of Policy and Planning.
I try.
No, you're just amazing how smart you are. And you got to back up your guy, your buddy Andy that worked for us too, right?
Andy's a genius, too.
Andy's a genius. Andy, what's his last name?
Cassidy.
Cassidy, that's right. Andy Cassidy. You two together are an unbelievable pair. But it isn't just technology that you do, it's everything that you do, Kyle. And you're a kind person. One of the reasons that we like you so much is
thank you.
because of your personality and your kindness. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate you tonight. And all you backseaters, Kyle Meestead, go to his Facebook page. What's it under? Kyle James?
Kyle James. Yeah.
Kyle James. Go to Kyle James' Facebook page and take a look. Send him a friend request. You'll see him there. And he's just one hell of a person.
Well, thank you.
Kyle James. And he's my wife's favorite person as well. That's no secret. No secret that she thinks you're the best. So actually, Kyle and I and my wife and Ed Bova and Jim Moody, we took Joe Keller out for his birthday today. Hot Dog Joe Keller turned 50 today. So we went over to Axel's. That's where him and his family used to go, over to Axel's. We took him over to Axel's for his 50th birthday tonight. And my son Bobby was there as well. And we just had a great time. So Joe Keller, happy birthday. I know you're listening still probably tonight. If we had some big steaks over there at Axel's in Mendota.
Joe likes a good steak.
Joe likes a good steak. Mancini's is probably his favorite, but that was pretty good. Plus those onion rings that we had were awesome. So Kyle, thank you. Are we still up and running, everybody?
We are.
All right, Facebook friends. Now you can, for those of you that like to broadcast through YouTube on your Xfinity TV, which includes me, YouTube is back. And Kyle, you want to shut the comments off?
Yeah, I'll do it right now. Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for those that want to comment on YouTube, we've had some terrible luck with people commenting on YouTube. And hey, I don't mention it, but do you remember the password we put in for Facebook? I think I remember, but write down what you remember. Thanks, Kyle.
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Van Buren on a suspicious reference.
So we had to reset
a vacant home.
A variety of things.
Residents in the
We
area
think
weren't
we've got it
following
cured
the
now.
activity,
Make sure you
and they checked the letter
tag
that is on there.
you tag Kyle or thank him for driving in from home and getting this set up.
At 2245.
So sorry, YouTubers, if you weren't able to join us.
In 189,
For
you
the
have
first
your round
section,
Blair
but
and Dale.
in
area
return,
check for DGG,
we promise to work
reference
late.
multiple vehicles
Right, Pat?
speeding,
That's
driving
right.
erratically on
You've
Blair
got
and
us for a little extra longer now.
Further night tonight, so
2246.
And we did get notified of another carjacking that had originally come in as an assault earlier tonight in the 400 block of Charles. Man was apparently beaten up and his car taken. It's a white Buick Veranzo. It's a smaller Buick, kind of on the order of a same shape and style as like a Regal. It's white in color and the plate is 491 PGG, 491 Papa Golf Golf.
hey, and if you're a Facebook backseater and you're back on, if you wouldn't mind just sharing this, just put a short note there. Technology or tech problems fixed, they're back on. Just share this one way or the other so people know we're back on for the duration. And we shouldn't have any problem. I know it's no fun. You run out of food to eat during these long breaks.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so But if you can share this, let people know we're back on, that would be great, because nobody's feeling more guilty about this than Pat and I. So,
A couple of people have said they're not hearing any sound. What you need to do is leave the feed for a minute, come right back in, and you'll have sound again.
you pretty sure?
Yep. We are up on YouTube and Facebook.
Southbound on Edgerton, coming into the city. Remember, Larpenteur is the northern border of the city of St. Paul. Essentially, it's County Road A. 1 mile north of here is County Road B, and then 1 mile north of there is County Road C, and on to the northern border, which is County Road J.
30-4.
County Road J.
Code 1 traffic at 2248.
Domestic, 861 First Street, 2248.
I saw Barron County, Wisconsin arrested one of our longtime career criminals.
Oh, really?
He had been a fugitive for quite a while. Our old nemesis, John Rolfer.
No way.
Yep.
Well, I actually chased Gary Rolfer more than John, but John had issues, yes. Yep. Interesting.
30
So he's on the way back to Ramsey County to face justice.
8843 traffic. 8843.
We know that as COVID breaks up and the bars are open later,
35W Highway 10.
everybody will want to have other things to do on Friday besides listening to us. Well, till maybe 2 in the morning, I don't know. But we appreciate your interest in following us, and
Copy, traffic 37.
we know that in some cases there'll be less people watching on Friday nights, but we also know this:
Flight number 127.
as summer hits, it's going to be a lot busier.
Oh, yeah.
We're expecting this to be very busy. Oh, there's a car over there at that 575 Nebraska address. We better check out, see who that is. This house that we know is a lot of the gangsters and the stolen cars have gone to on a regular basis. And normally I wouldn't spit out the address except in the 15-second delay that I'm mentioning, and I know they're not going to hear me before I get there.
Copy, sending medics to the east entrance. Yeah, you code 4 for that.
Code 4.
That's it? I think
Could
so.
be, yep.
Plate in front.
No plate back either. There we go.
It's about 326. Looks like 321
Blue
is the
car, though.
Is that an Impala?
I don't know. Grab it over here.
My seatbelt locked up.
321 received. Sorry about that.
So, I'd say they certainly aren't looking forward to us stopping them. Just going back to where they were. See, I don't like that, really.
No.
I don't like them going back to where they were. There's a second car in there, too. All right. Hang on.
Blue Chevy Cobalt, I believe, or Malibu.
2400 traffic in front of 575 Nebraska.
Copy. Traffic in front of 575 Nebraska, 2251.
A blue Chevy Cobalt, no plate. There's a second car, Alpha Yankee Golf 380.
Copy. Blue Chevy Cobalt, no plate. Another vehicle, Alpha Yankee Golf 380.
Well, one good news is I think we got them blocked in. I think we got them blocked in. 2400. Can you send us a backup?
Zero squad acting back 2400 to 575 Nebraska Avenue East.
314 will be on scene in the block.
Copy. 2053.
These gentlemen have a very bad attitude.
Yeah,
Correct?
especially for not having no plates on their car and
Okay.
saying he has no driver's license.
No driver's license, no plates. We are going to have to. Hang on a second. 2400.
2400.
Can you send a county car down to 575 Nebraska, just in case we need a back seat at this traffic stop with some uncooperative parties?
Copy. County Squad Star 575 Nebraska Avenue.
He just rolled up his window.
Little uncooperative.
Three 361. Advise. And can you put us back on that Jackson and Maryland call? Copy. 2054.
Squad 314.
314.
Yeah, we're dealing with some uncooperative parties. If you could, or somebody could run Del Vecchio Smith, please.
You're cutting out again. Copy. 2056.
Three 314 is clear.
Copy. 2056.
Reach 7314. It's coming back. Clear revoked right now on NGIC. I'll run them on 5.
have no words.
Copy. We'll squad it back. Jane Street and Wilson Avenue on a fight. 3 teenage males physically fighting. First is a black male, 18 years old, wearing all gray. Second is a black male, 18, unknown clothing. Third is also a black male, 18, unknown clothing.
311.
2259.
We're gonna pull one of these guys out of the car, and it ain't gonna be pretty. You can explain what's going on. Any luck on the VIN?
It's coming back not on file.
Who's the owner?
It's not on file.
The VIN?
Yeah, I'm gonna double check to make sure I got it right.
Are you separate? Where do you got it? They're on the line. I got it. Hey, put your car up right in here. Bring your car.
We took York. Copy. Disturbance, 1074 York Avenue, Unit 302 for loud music, 2301.
How you gonna do that? How you gonna talk to me if you just kind of pay the car for what? Don't pay
304, can we get a boss up here, please? 301 copy.
2303.
Y'all just ran my shit yesterday. Fuck, I don't want to go in no car, none of that, nigga. Oh, pull my pants up, nigga. What the fuck? I just told you I'm shot, nigga. I can't even move like that. I have nothing on me, nigga. Run my name and let me go, bro. I'm motor right now, bro. I don't have no warrant, none of that, nigga. Because, bro, y'all doing too much, bro. I don't know what happened before. Well, why y'all bum rushing the car like that? Like it's something in there with the fuck? But it don't have to be like that. Bro, just run my name, bro. Because I'm a passenger. Shit, I have my seatbelt on and everything. Well, the car, we're just getting the car. I ain't got nothing to do with the car. I'm a passenger. I wasn't driving. I ain't got no warrants for that. Take my name out. I got time.
Squad 321, the copy en route to Disturbance, 1259 McLean, Unit 202, for loud noises, banging noises, possibly yelling and arguing, ongoing issue. 2304.
Squad 314.
314.
It's calm it down here. You can cancel Boston around. They can cancel.
Copy. 301, you can clear.
I don't have no one. I shouldn't have to sit in there.
Received. Did you say continue for the boss only, or I can cancel?
I can sit on the curb, bro. What the fuck? I don't want to.
Then you can clear.
Received.
I know I'm not, but I don't have
2305.
Why do I have to sit? So I can grab your name and pull the picture of it. Bro, that's not that contract. I have to county and none of that. I'm figuring I just turned 18. I'll be waiting. I'm trying not to get you screwed up.
Information to squad, fresh stolen out of Central, 200 Grand Avenue, 08 black Chevy Tahoe, unknown license plate, Lessing going towards 7th Street. Info at 2306.
What's your birthday?
692, is it air clear?
What's that?
Affirmative. For my parking plane, do you know if the cop's still on scene? It's unknown. We can have a TC call back if you need. That'll be great because I can't tag private property if the comp is not there.
What was it for?
Copy, we'll have the TC call back and update the call.
What's the charge?
That's real nice.
Okay, well this one shows up a different name. Well, wait, no, it's still showing. Huh? So you still gotta do a check here.
I'm not mad at y'all. Like, y'all want to make y'all something bad. Y'all trying to take up the history of y'all be fine to let a motherfucker talk to y'all. Y'all not gonna have my attitude.
I don't even know what happened.
Exactly. I told him that I expect him to see the time. He want to make it seem like we're bad. I told him why I gotta try to make it over.
Hey, where'd that second? Was there a second phone there somewhere?
Now we want to take it apart. We'll try to take it. Talk about racism. All of it. Black people talking about it. It's private. I'm like, yeah, run white people. Private people. Private people. That's racist. You know what you did? You school passing. God at it. God charged you. Pulled over there. Pulled up. Around the park. Then you turn the lights. Then you make see this. Big ass racist. Same thing. Big that. With racism.
Oh, what? What's your name? Gerald Smith. Just asked me what you taking pictures of this shit for. I ain't got no warrant.
Where'd you get shot, Gerald?
Don't worry about that. That's personal information. I'm lucky I even told you that. What you on live right now?
Let me get my body
You
cam.
on live right
No,
now?
but let me get my body cam.
I'm saying Facebook Live.
Let me get my
What
body
a
cam.
Facebook Live
This is
at?
my police body cam. Why are you so
Hey,
disrespectful?
that's why my people been leaving you.
Well, we got Tim. I can't say their names because they're Jewish.
What y'all just got?
We got him. You guys know what else we got? Yeah, we got the quad. We got who's the guy, the short guy?
Tino.
Yeah, we got him too.
Maybe.
What's that?
They've been doing that.
Is he saying who he is? Is he saying who he is?
He's
giving a name, but you gave him something else. He's got an ibis. We've got an ibis. You got an ibis? Yeah.
I got nervous. Oh, yeah.
You got arrested.
Yeah, I did. And I've been out for 8 months now. You can check my record. Huh? Talk to me.
Have you seen DeMarcus?
I got out.
Have you seen DeMarcus? How about Ronaldo? How about Ronaldo?
No,
Walker.
Mark is not locked up. I seen him a couple of days ago. Yeah, he's low.
You realize I wasn't coming on as anything but polite. You? Why didn't you? I thought you.
Hey, you know who we would have been?
He know how
You celebrated?
I would have went to Facebook. I would have searched your name on personally. Searched and look.
He know I did it.
You would have won.
This is what we would have been doing after we did that to you.
What'd you do?
We would have been getting high. I would have searched up Bob,
Hey, are you
Fletcher,
Pete?
Bob.
Are you Pete?
No, I ain't Pete. I'm Gerald.
Hey, listen, you were the one that respect.
I'm the pretty top, so why would I be giving God knows what I'm the Vecchio Smith. I'm the first one around top list.
You think you're the top 5?
Come on, I'm the top.
You think you're the top 5?
But hey, listen, I don't do this. I don't got that's a whole bunch of shit.
But Del Becky, why were you so angry?
Bro, listen, got this car, and I knew y'all was trying to.
Where did you?
Why people bought this for people?
Del Becky, you can't drive around with no plates on
No,
you.
I was drinking to the front, so I know how you come. Why the fuck would I drive this around inside?
Why did you drive around with no
Because I was trying to go around the front. I swear to God, on my brother, she said you can park it like this. So I got to bring it around the front in the morning at the start time. But you can't, so I got to correct you. I take the car.
But you agree you got no license and you're still in the car.
No.
What are we supposed to do?
I ain't mad.
Huh?
They fight
You didn't drive while you're supposed to. He was?
No, I wasn't. That was out. That shit been smoked. Man, come on, you get some good smoke.
Girl, I'm gonna have to get a guy to remind me. I forget how you got shot. But you used to be limping around all the time, right? Remember when we caught Fletcher over here? You were over here too. Remember? He stole that Charger. And he did get in that back parking lot to the house. He's like, you guys aren't in charge yet. You guys are in charge. Were you in that Charger too that day? He said you only got Lori.
Hey, who's the great part?
You mean the Jack one or us? Hey, listen, who was with Walker when he bailed over by Como? Over by Como. Now, the great thing, yeah. Who was the second one? Who was the second one? Come on, we're going to double check your ID, guys. Hey, listen. Del Vecchio. Hey, Del Vecchio. It's just you and I have a relationship, okay? We don't got to yell at each other. Well, if you watch it, you know I'm a fair person. I hardly ever arrest anybody.
I know y'all don't. You damn near don't catch them. Hey, there you go. Hey, stop. Hey,
Someone forget their ankle bracelet.
That's part of the problem.
You haven't had the car
I
that
need
long.
that. I got to turn that in.
Why did you cut it? I like the fact you said if you think my Durango could have caught you.
Hey, I would have been a couple blocks.
Hello?
8843 vehicle slow stop, no passenger.
Squad 692. 692. Just been advised that the caller is on Sheen's parking complaint. Copy. 723 in about 2 minutes. That's great.
She's going or what?
Copy. 10-1. Roadie.
Where's that?
Okay.
Hey, did they tell you you're going to watch?
What's the reason?
Man, yeah.
Hey, look though, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. Even if you do take it over, I wish I was next time I see you.
692, can you have the constable of your vehicle? Copy, 2319.
Why you don't mess with us when you see us every
You want to
time?
say something to the viewers? Say it right now, because they're right in that car, back seat.
Yerp!
Y'all know we coming, man.
Yerp! Double 13 fly.
He said they right in back. Y'all got us fucked up, God bless you. Both of them.
Yerp! 3G money and down, man.
Well, I'm going to get locked up. He said, fuck you.
Oh, there it is. Oh, look, look at that photo. Look at that.
Squad 362, copy and road suspicious. Payne Avenue and Rainy for a vehicle that was parked in front of the caller's house for over an hour. Dropped off a container by the fire hydrant, then left. Northbound on Payne, the white beat-up van with no exhaust and black taped-up side windows. There's squad that can assist.
Your mom's calling. You want to answer?
311, all clear, advised, and then I'll go with 366.
Copy, 2320.
But did we figure out who did it? Oh, they did. Man, we had to go through all that? Alright, what you got? Oh, what's your last name? What's your first name? How do you spell this? What's your birthday? You got babies? Gerald, you don't have like state ID? No. You don't have a state ID? You know, if you go get that, you get a sweet phone like I ran him.
I just got bumped yesterday.
Is Vinny still here? He goes.
And the tow truck was on in. This was not this was taking on down the phone.
Where you from? I ran Gerald. Oh, Gerald. Come on, man. You're from Wisconsin? Come on, Gerald. You got a Wisconsin ID?
No, I live over here. I've been up here. That's why.
Get our car on the way. We are going to tow this car because we do not know who owns it. It has no plates. It's not legally, even if it's owned by someone, it has no Minnesota registration. So it's an attempt to avoid tax. Technically, it could be a gross misdemeanor, correct,
Yep,
Pat?
correct.
And the driver had no license as well.
Thanks. Last time. How's that? You guys can help me out. Where are you going to? Twin Cities. Twin Cities going. Yeah, Concordia. Concordia. Where is it? Concordia.
There's no registration.
Call 324.
324.
GOA 311. Show me out at Conway Rec with 1.
Copy. Out at Conway Rec with 1. 2325.
Yeah, they had a stolen tow truck. They had a stolen tow truck there.
Thank you.
Yeah, you want one? Open up the back. Not sure how cold they are. There's these and these. Pick.
That'll work. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
You guys be safe tonight.
you take care. Thanks for the which one?
491 Papa Golf Golf.
Yeah, yeah,
You get the picture?
yeah. Kind of looks like a smaller Regal.
Yeah, exactly. It's their like focus size Regal.
Okay.
But it's got those silver rims that will stick out. The grills that silver billet style.
Does it sound like the same crew did it?
I don't know. They didn't have any info on it because the guys got permission from them. That guy was like on the
692.
Oh, is that the officer of the year that just showed up here?
692.
You can clear this phone. You send it back towards City West Services.
Copy. Clear on phone. Where do you want to be sent to? Citywide. Copy. 2328. Squad 692.
692.
We actually just got a hold of the caller and they are stepping out. Did you want to wait out there for her?
Yeah, do that. Thank you.
You're welcome. 2329.
384.
384.
Clear report with 361 and 362. Officer 324 is waiting until she's called for.
I copy that. 324 is showing code 4. Do you still want to start that way?
Negative.
That's way 331.
Ooh, the girls are mad at them for getting their car towed.
Where my cheese at? Don't take my money now. Oh, never mind. My bad. My bad. I'm tweeting at him.
Gentlemen, thank you. No problem.
All right.
We're good.
All right. Well, it was good to see you guys roll up.
So,
Boy, were they yelling at him when he got inside.
shouldn't be driving without plates,
Without a license,
no registration.
smoking dope.
They got a misdemeanor warrant, but because of COVID, we're not actually, well, it's discretionary, but in this particular case with a $100 warrant, wasn't really worth all the processing time that it would take. So they're going to turn themselves in, but by the time we were through there, we had a very cordial conversation.
Yeah, productive conversation, actually. Hopefully, he'll respond differently
Yeah.
next time he's pulled over by the police.
Okay. So even if you don't have plates, besides not having plates, the other violation is not having paid the tax that you pay when you get plates.
Right.
So if you drive around without plates, or if you change your tabs or put phony tabs on there, there's a statute called intent to evade tax. So that, you know,
And that's a gross misdemeanor.
that's a gross misdemeanor. So
Now
the girls claim that they have the title, which doesn't look to me like they have actual title, but they're going to try to get it. They have a document, and then they got to transfer the title, and they got to get plates, and then they can get the car out. So that Del Vecchio, that loud one that was screaming there, he's actually got a child with that young lady.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have a baby. That's what the baby carriage was. I told him you're gonna have to be a dad now. First he said, I don't know if you heard it, that if he had a faster car, we were never catching him. So, but I don't know how much of the conversation you could hear, but a lot of it was. And Joel Miller, I think you're monitoring. That was Gerald Smith. I know he got shot. Can you let us know? Can you text us to where they got shot? So, just so everybody knows, the probable cause was no plates, no yellow, no nothing on that car. So,
Right.
and instantly as we approached, we could smell a strong odor of marijuana. In our brief conversation, the driver told us he had no driver's license.
But at the beginning, felt that having no plates and no driver's license was not a good reason to stop him.
No, but I'm I'm going to focus on the ending.
1036 Logan Road.
Yeah, the communication was all good by the end.
It was.
Sometimes you just need to work through those issues.
What was the street? 1036 Loeb, Lima, Oscar, Echo, Bravo.
So
Apparently, a lot of people thought there was a gun in the trunk. No, there wasn't. There was no gun at all.
And by the way, the reason we search the car, if you decide you have authority to tow a car, based upon whatever current law that might be, in this case, no plates, no registration, no clear ownership. If you have the authority to tow a car, then you have the authority to inventory it incidental to a tow. That means you have a responsibility to make sure what's in the car in case the real owner says, hey, I had 100 gold bars in the trunk and they're gone. So we inventory a car to determine what, if anything, of value is in the car. And the court cases have said we're authorized to inventory for the purpose of determining value in there. Now, in other cases, if you're not towing the car, you do not have if you're arresting an individual, you can search anything within his immediate control.
Correct.
2 to 4.
So there's a variety of different
Call back, please, of the
laws that cover that in terms of search and seizure. If you're ever interested, get yourself a good book on certain United States Supreme Court search and seizure law. It's a fascinating area of law, and we get updates on a regular basis. We also have the right to order people out of the car for our own safety. We didn't do that initially. Sometimes it's safer leaving them in there. You saw as we got more and more backup, then we did take him out of the car.
Correct.
In case there was a weapon in there, because he was very aggressive and hostile initially. So we did find a cut
361
monitor band. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ankle monitor.
Ankle monitor
361
in the car.
and Ralph from Jackson, Maryland to Higher Grounds, adult male.
So obviously we've been at that address a few times before. So actually that we wasn't on live, but we chased the Charger up into that area, block away. 3 kids bailed and 1 was arrested at that house. The kid with the limp was there, but we didn't have proof that he had just gotten to the house. So, well, you heard part of the conversation through the window, I'm sure. So,
but one thing Bob said is it's really important. A lot of people have the misconception that the police don't have the right to order someone out of their car. And if you have a concern for your safety, the police have an absolute right to order you out of the car. And people knowing that can avoid a lot of problems.
we had a couple St. Paul cars there that were willing to help us with the crowd, but in case we had to arrest people or detain people, we wanted some county cars there too. Just we don't like to make St. Paul do our cleanup, so to speak. But the St. Paul guys were very helpful. They were familiar with the house as well,
They got there very fast.
And you'll see we had a nice conversation with the 2 women at the end there. Turned out to be a very pleasant conversation. One of them was with Del Vecchio.
525 squad 0. Heavy 55. C24. 224. You can clear further left, and Comp was able to get a ride. Copy, thank you. 2340.
some talk going around. There might be some issues at Bourne's tonight, by the way. Nothing specific, but worth noting.
Shoot away.
That was a group of vehicles on Raspberry Island.
Well, 364 on 2, show me an access system.
Well, we just got a message that we're not broadcasting on Facebook, but from what I see, we are. So if anyone knows otherwise, please make a comment. Maybe log off, log back on.
Well, so
Looks like there might be a little bit of a
I'm gonna turn around.
confrontation going on there.
We did.
Request 532.
What was that?
532.
This one here, probably.
Is there any more video of this individual in the building?
Negative, just the one.
Racist.
Apparently, while we were out, there was a black Tahoe stolen in the 200 block of Grand. We're gonna do a little bit of research here, see if we can find the plate.
Is that car behind us there in your mirror there, Pat?
Yeah,
Is that what kind of car is that?
can't tell just yet.
Wait, that's why I paused here because I don't know if it's a Tahoe, but it's a dark SUV.
Could be. Looks like a Tahoe.
361, arriving on scene at higher grounds.
Looks like a Tahoe.
Happy 361, 2343.
Well, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Did it go?
You must not have heard me. It went south.
I don't know, it pulled out.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I don't see the call yet. Oh, there we go. See if there's a plate yet.
Did we lose it? Is that it?
That might be it right there.
Right in front of us?
Nope.
Up further? Yep.
Going through the holiday right now, along the front of the holiday.
Do you think it's in there?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not that one up there.
Nope.
Okay.
Last I saw it was by the red box. There we go, right there.
Yeah. We don't know the plate yet.
Not yet, but I'll see if I can. EWB 090.
I don't know if I'd steal that one. It's not the newest one.
The alarm company will be the hold of the key holder. They're attempting keys. They haven't contacted us yet with them.
Hey!
Hey,
Hey, how are you?
what's going on? What's going on?
How many lost the dope?
I got one. You want some? I got one for each of you.
You lost me.
Yeah, I got one for each
Oh,
of you.
motherfucker, I don't need your dope.
Yeah, I don't smoke dope either.
Hey, look, I want your money.
How long you been knowing me?
Check this out.
Oh, long time.
Huh?
Long
I
time.
want that dope. I want that motherfucking money. I don't play with these little kids. How long you been knowing me?
Long time. Long
I
time.
need to call them. Let they find my shit.
Come on.
Seven for the OT.
Your boyfriend and my wife.
Yeah.
Got my niece motherfucking car. You just ride around to your crack rock. Look. He don't want. Look. He don't want to be on the boat.
Anyone else from Midnight DOT?
You hear me?
Yeah. Go get on camera up there.
271.
I ain't no young girl.
Copy 271. Anyone else?
I ain't no motherfucking young girl.
267 Booger now. Copy half of 267.
She just 29. Look. You hear me? Just make 54. Tell her make it mine.
Anyone else for EOT? 287. 287. Copy that. Anyone else?
I don't have any money. Sorry
I
tonight.
can get it down.
Next about 347.
I have no money.
What am I do?
I have no money.
What am I do?
224.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely.
224.
Hey, you don't like that?
1600 West
How you
7th
doing?
Street,
You don't
Burger
like
King.
that?
I love that.
Boyfriend just pushed Trump out of the vehicle. He is gay and just left eastbound now. The vehicle's a 2010 black Impala.
3,000 people just saw her do that.
Echo
Is
Yankee.
that all? Well, we're on
Yeah,
YouTube.
That's
He has a
that's
pocket
just
knife.
on
He has a
Facebook.
nightstick on him.
You recording?
Name is Anthony
Happy birthday.
Clark. 8687. White male, 6 foot. 54 copy will make her way to the BK Lounge. At
You're better.
22%.
Happy birthday.
Happy 29th birthday. Hey,
208 spots on Raspberry Island.
turn your phones on. You know how to watch us, right?
Okay.
Live on patrol. Huh?
2348.
Absolutely. That's Scott right there. Pat Scott. Pat Scott. Yep.
We love you back.
See you guys. Have a good night. God bless. Another birthday celebration, an impromptu birthday celebration. Thanks to our friends who brought us those Twinkies and Mountain Dews so we could celebrate with a few of our friends down at the gas station. Did we ever figure out that plate was
No,
stolen?
there is absolutely no plate information available.
the call?
Nope, none.
Oh my goodness. They were a distraction maybe. So,
Hello.
how's it going?
And 224, caller says he was very
I
DK and known to fight and
don't have any cash. I would like to give people some cash, but I don't have any.
84 copies.
I got zero cash.
Me too.
I got zero cash. She asked, is Scott in there with you? All right, well, all quiet here. Oh, that guy's on top of the car.
223, you can show me primary on this call.
There you go. There you go.
Copy 223, primary on West 7th.
Okay, ready? Ready? Dance to this. All right. So we go back up by Bourne's, huh there, Pat?
Yeah, I think so.
You know, it's such a small difference between tension and friendship, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Just like that call with those other kids, by the time we were done, everybody was on good terms.
Yep.
Just like here, you spent some time.
If they would have just, as you always say, assumed good intentions from the beginning.
Yeah.
If we pull to a stop up here
Yep.
in a little bit, I'm going to show you some actual pictures
Of
of the carjacked Buick and the carjacked Toyota Sienna.
Okay. Yeah, what's the name of that model of the Buick?
Veranzo, I believe.
Yeah,
It's like the Ford Focus size Buick in the lineup.
Yeah.
I think it's the smallest of their passenger cars.
Here, read that out loud, will you?
All right, we just had in the 1600 block of 7th Street, a black Chevy Impala 2010 XEY 679 XEY assaulted his girlfriend Carjacking at 1600 West 7th Street. The suspect's known to fight and known to flee. Jot that plate down here.
Yep. We got a lot going on tonight here. Hey, if you haven't already shared this tonight, please share it with your friends. I got a little announcement about a food drop-off tomorrow, and I'd like to make sure as many people get the information as possible.
And 224.
So.
And the driver of that black Impala is a 34-year-old white male.
54 copy, we're going to the victim here. We'll just read the comments as they come. Copy that, 23rd Street.
So if you haven't shared this, before I announce this food drive, not a food drive, but a food giveaway, I just want to make sure we get as many people listening as possible, because one of the unions is giving out 2 semi-loads of boxes of food, and it's going to be unbelievable. It's tomorrow, so it's a free food giveaway. 2 semi-loads. They're going to be 30-pound boxes. 30-pound boxes. I'll drive by the location later. But it's noon tomorrow, as long as the food lasts.
385 traffic.
Noon tomorrow, as long as the food lasts. It's at the Sheet Metal Union, the local 10 hall. Sheet Metal look. And here's the address: 1681 East Cope Avenue. 1681 East Cope Avenue in Maplewood. It's right off of Highway 36 and English. Highway 36 and English. And you can go to their Facebook page, their Facebook page, which is St. Paul RLF. St. Paul RLF, the Regional Labor Federation, is the sponsor. St. Paul RLF, Regional Labor Foundation. It's at the Sheet Metal Hall, Labor Hall, 1681 East Cope Avenue. They got 2 semi-loads of boxes of food. I think they're giving out 30-pound boxes.
Wow.
Of food.
That's very cool.
Just trying to help people. Now they're only going to have as many as they can. 30-pound food boxes, drive-through pickup. You don't have to get out and pick it up. They'll load it in your car. My friend Matt Fairbanks out there with the Regional Labor Federation, he's kind of heading this up, and they've done just some awesome work. So thank you, Regional Labor Federation, for your efforts. So
very cool.
Facebook, it's St. Paul RLF, and 1681 East Cope Avenue tomorrow. I guess it's almost Maplewood near English, and I'll mention it again later, but I want to just make sure as many people hear about it as possible. Somebody can maybe post it as a comment right now, if you don't mind. Food giveaway to noon tomorrow, 1681 East Cope Avenue in Maplewood, as long as the food lasts.
Oh, hold up one sec, would you? Let me show you these pictures. These are a couple priorities here.
Let me just go past these guys here.
Sure.
These are the ones that were carjacked earlier today?
Yep.
Yeah.
The Buick is a Verano, V-E-R-A-N-O. That's the front of it. That's
white?
the actual vehicle,
Okay.
white in color. And that's the back end.
Okay, so it's not like an SUV. It's more like a
It's a car.
car.
Yep. And then that
No, it's a sedan.
is the back end of the Toyota Sienna
Yeah.
minivan.
Yeah.
So apparently some cameras caught some shots of these vehicles.
All right. So coming up on 12 o'clock, like my son Bobby says, nothing happens till 12:15, which is somewhat true.
Right before we came on tonight, by the way, there was a serious car accident at Maryland and Jackson, where
I didn't know that.
yeah, people had to act. They had to call in the rescue squad to cut people out of the car.
Really?
Yep. And they called in some crash reconstruction officers.
Maryland and Jackson, huh?
Yep.
That's not good.
Looks like you've got plenty of conversation. I'll be today.
All right, well, let's get our radio squared away here. What channel are you on over there?
Okay, we're on 2 here. What are you on?
Well, I can go to 1.
Okay, I'm on.
Let's just pretend we're always facing north, and you're in
Oh, yeah,
3,
Kevin.
I'm on 1, and
All right,
the middle's on 2.
perfect.
29 go.
And then if you see
Thomas and Dale, Bravo, Whiskey Kilo 383.
if you see anything else pop up on the CAD,
Thomas and Dale traffic. 2358.
it was interesting that all those kids watch live on patrol. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Well, they're not kids; they're adults, but young adults. He did say that if he had a faster car, he was out of here.
And then they'd have been facing something really serious.
Yeah. Actually, the St. Paul officer advised me that he was likely to run. That's why I put the stop sticks in front of the tires,
Nicely done, by the way.
just in case. See, the thing about police work is if you have the right numbers, you can de-escalate a possible bad situation.
Yeah, that is that point is missed
Right.
by many people.
Right.
That with just Bob and I there, they were getting really kind of out of control.
Right, right.
But when you have superior numbers,
Everything calms down.
it calms down.
So, and a lot of people think that aggravates the problem. It doesn't. It helps.
Absolutely, it helps.
And continue to keep the communication going. You know, don't stop talking to people, and don't escalate yourself. You can. Obviously, I was pretty direct about a few things at some point, but don't aggravate it
Right.
with insults or anything. Just keep
183,
keep
can you
referring to
get
him as sir.
Wisconsin temporary plate, Bravo 364-3 Sierra Echo.
Couple of comments. Why aren't we going after that guy in the black Impala? Well, here's the thing. We have no idea where he's going.
We are going after him.
He's already left the scene. We have the car information, and we are going to be constantly looking for it. So there's no point going and hunting for something where you don't know where. Oh, there's the information on when Gerald got shot.
Yeah, it's like St. Paul Saloon.
183, what is that plate come back?
What's that?
St. Paul Saloon, right?
Temporary plate doesn't come back.
Yep.
I think that's where I was. Yeah, Joe sent it too.
His friends dropped him off at the hospital and left him there.
Yep. Ah, what a world, what a world. So we are southbound on Dale. This is the border between the west sector in St. Paul and the east sector. To our right, they're on channel 1. To our left, they're on channel 2. We're obviously monitoring both channels. And as we get down here to Como becomes the border. Ingles over to Western, and then Western is the border down there. So if you're new to this, St. Paul has 3 different precincts and 3 different frequencies. And we're in the west.
3641
As we
traffic.
go here, we're solidly in the west precinct right now, and we're on channel 1.
361.
We have 3 channels for the suburbs as well.
With a white Dodge Durango with no plates. Looks like a temporary tag. Ready to copy it. 002-62355.
Oh, man.
Galen drilling in 1
I like these new.
Is that your radio that's on? I can't quite hear stuff.
I like these new temporary
Why don't you
plates.
copy that call?
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
3851 in custody.
For 3 minutes.
Call me a skeptic though yet, but I'm starting to become a believer. You know? I don't know how fast they actually get entered. You know, when the dealer puts them on there, how fast they're in the system.
I think they enter them right on the spot.
I think they're supposed to, right?
Yeah. I haven't had one yet that didn't come back right away.
Okay, that's good to know. You know, we love handing out stuff to people, so thank you so much. When you guys give us stuff, we like to turn around and spread the Twinkie and Mountain Dews around. It's tough to drink all of those. Bring some goodwill with us. Thank you for everyone that does that.
150 Wilson Avenue.
But I didn't give the peeps the peeps out. We're gonna eat those blue peeps later. That's for sure.
But I noticed you did give away the chocolate Twinkies.
There's 2 boxes. There's 2 boxes.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't. I would have given away individuals.
Oh, there's a bottle of tequila on top of that car.
Looks like they got that well in hand, so we won't bug those guys too much. We gotta go down to West 7th Street. I guess there was a big fight at the truck park. Did you see that in the paper?
No.
Oh, no, it wasn't paper. It was on maybe it was Emmerich Alert.
Hmm.
There was a fight at the truck park the other night.
Oh, Under Sheriff Martin wants us to give a shout out to Mike Bain and all the staff from Metro Heating. Metro Heating is a great outfit, by the way. They are huge fans of ours, and we've got to make special mention of Mike Bain's wife, who allows him to stay up late to watch us. So thank you, Mike, everybody from Metro Heating, and Mrs. Bain. Thank you all.
I just want to know, Mike, how early do you get up? Do you get up early enough to make your wife breakfast? Thanks, Mrs. Bain, for letting him watch us.
183. Clean over the cab. Just marks to 113.
We're going to run downtown. Was the bar closing now? Is it still 11? Or
Still 11 o'clock.
It didn't go to midnight yet?
Nope, not yet.
Well, it's time, Governor. It's the official start of spring. Some people were mad at us. We declared winter over, and then it snowed.
Well, it was gone pretty quick.
Yeah,
though.
well, yeah. Come on, that wasn't a snow.
Yeah, give us.
That was a dusting.
Cut us some slack.
That was a dusting. I just can't thank Kyle Meestead enough for getting us back on track. Right?
That's right. Thank you, Kyle.
Sure didn't take us long to get in the middle of something, did it?
No kidding.
128. 128. Clear report. 113, 119.
Glad I had my vaccinations. It's a good feeling when there's somebody screaming at you.
202
Right.
Avenue.
95% chance of not catching something. They say so far that the vaccines have been 100% reliable at no one has died. Well, I shouldn't say that. No one's died from COVID after the vaccine has taken effect.
That's a good thing.
That's a real good thing, right? I mean, after that 2-week delay period.
For sure.
I don't know if it's no one, but Sanjay Gupta said it's like 100% reliable. We're on University Avenue in St. Paul, coming up on Chatsworth Street.
385 north of LAC.
Copy in 7 minutes.
It's like the street cleaners are out tonight, huh, Pat?
Yeah, it does.
They're all plugged in, you know how that goes for us.
Yeah, really. Now we've got the battery indicator working now on. Maybe they did an upgrade.
I think I just plugged this in. Does it say? It might just came on just now because it was loose.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I ran into Gene Pollock's wife today at the post office.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, she watches us. Nice, wonderful woman. And I said, I suppose Gene thinks it's boring, you know. Gene, well, you worked with him here. He was a young cop. I'm going to drive by the old place he got shot.
Yep.
So I was a sergeant out here, and was it called the overtime at that time, or what was it?
I think it was called the overtime.
Overtime. There was
the overtime at one time. It was Macalusos for a while.
Mac something, and we were down.
183 investigation.
There's a bar down here on Pierce Butler and Minnehaha. That was a lieutenant or a sergeant down here. I can't remember. It was in the early 80s, though, right?
Yep.
Early 80s. And Gene got a call on a fight. I think it was a fight with his partner. And I mean, it's unbelievable when you really think about it. We had seen people die because, you know, people had died from other, but I don't think. Well, let me go back up. When we first started, we didn't actually have to wear bulletproof vests.
No.
You know, bulletproof vests were like a luxury item. Not that many people had them.
Correct.
And then it was an optional thing. You could wear them, you didn't have to wear them. But back in the late 70s, there weren't as many guns as there were in the 80s. As the crack cocaine and the gangs arrived, the department finally decided, well, we should encourage people to wear vests.
Yep.
They started paying for them first as part of the uniform allowance, not just paying for them. And then at some point, they became required. I don't even know what year that was, because to be honest with you, I didn't wear one usually. The original ones were hot, bulky, but obviously we all upgraded as they got better. But Gene is at a fight over here at, I think it was the overtime.
I think it was too.
Not positive.
Simple squads, channels 2 and 3 are patched. We'll be dispatched from Council 3 for
he got shot.
Short break. Info 10 minutes.
Square in the chest. Oh my God. I came to that call and I'm going, oh my God. The vest saved his life. And I think that was like early on, okay, let's get him for everybody.
Yeah, a lot of people decided, you know, this isn't too bad an idea.
Yeah. So Gene he was a patrolman and patrol officer in this area, and then course, became a sergeant and a commander. He retired from the St. Paul Police Department just a couple years ago as a commander. And I ran into his lovely wife at the post office. And I was just thinking how there, but for the grace of God, you know, the guy has a whole life. That was 40 years ago.
Right.
And we would have had another funeral. But that was a wake-up call for law enforcement. I don't know if the building's even still here.
Let's see here.
Doesn't look like it, does it? Or was it?
I think it was. Where are we here? Grotto? Yeah, I think it's.
It was over there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's empty lot now.
Yeah.
But it had kind of an elevated drive.
Just Google it. Google elevated drive with an underhang.
Yep, and it happened right there.
Right in the overhang there. Yeah.
Yep.
I think the building's gone, but it would be kind of fun to know the address. We're on Pierce Butler now. Here at Avon, we're at 800. I'm guessing it was like 675, 689 overtime. But Gene, if you're listening, or if your wife's listening, we're so thankful that you had that vest on. Yeah, it's right here on our left.
About 326, copy en route to Disturbance, 1545 Clarence Street for loud
It's all
party.
been cleared out. Or has it? Yeah, it was right there. That one was an empty lot. Then Fred Macalis did own it for a while after that.
Mm-hmm. No, he's got places now, so this one isn't coming up.
So if you just query overtime,
No.
Pierce Butler.
No. Oh, there it is. The
Find something?
Yep. Scott Winder was the suspect.
Oh, you got the newspaper from that?
Yeah,
That's cool.
very cool.
Does it say when it was? The date?
Can't quite read it. And he shot Gene with a .45 automatic.
Jesus.
June of '87.
What ton it was? Yeah, I was back here as a lieutenant then.
And Gene won the gunfight decisively.
Yeah, he got shot and then he drew his gun and returned fire.
And the suspect actually lived just right down the street at Dale and Thomas.
That's quite a deal.
And a bystander was shot by the guy too.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if that guy was shot first or if the guy just was threatening a gun and when Gene got there. I don't know. It was 34 years ago, but it seems like yesterday. Isn't that the thing?
Yeah.
You know, you mentioned that overhang. I remember pulling up right where that overhang was and Gene was there. I was thinking, he just got shot in the chest and he's alive.
733 Pierce Butler.
733. Was it the overtime there? Does it say on that thing? Was that the name of the bar or was it something else?
Let's see here. Yeah, it was the Overtime Lounge then.
Yeah. Anyhow, Mrs. Polyak, nice to see you today, and we're very thankful for your husband's life and his service here. Great to see you today, and thanks for watching. Gene, I know you don't watch us because this is boring stuff for a guy like you, but you're a great neighbor. Have we had many other guys whose lives were saved by bulletproof vests in St. Paul? I know we've had some stabbing incidences, you know, where they protect you from knives to a certain extent.
Right.
Trying to think of who else got shot point blank like that. Other departments, several other departments have. I'm glad you found that newspaper, Pat. Thank you.
Yeah.
For doing that.
The internet is an amazing thing.
We're eastbound on University. Geez, I don't know. Some of you might have seen the newspaper story. It's going to change the way we do business. There's a story in the morning paper about the Supreme Court deciding that if cities or counties don't want to defend police officers that are working off duty, they don't need to. There was an officer working down at Catholic Charities, and he got sued for failing to catch a knife that came in one of the bags there.
Really?
You can read it in the morning paper. And he had his off-duty work approved by the department. He had a marked squad. He's wearing the uniform. He's acting with police powers granted by the St. Paul Police Department. But the people sued him for failure to catch the knife. And the city of St. Paul refused to defend him. Can you believe that?
Oh, really?
So you approve the off-duty work, you give him a squad car, and you give him a uniform and all the equipment, but because he's being paid directly by Catholic Charities, when he gets sued, you don't defend him. So the problem with that court ruling is that will now be precedent for any other city or county that doesn't want to defend the police officers when they get sued.
That could have.
So what that means is that departments are going to have to, officers are going to have to decide: do I want to work that job at the risk of not getting protected, indemnified, or defended, or not? If I don't do it, and then departments have to decide: should we schedule overtime for those jobs? And of course, that means at higher costs for anybody that's hiring them.
Right.
So it's a devastating rule, and it only was because the city attorney's office in St. Paul decided not to defend police officers that are working off duty. So I don't know that we could count on any city or county agency to defend them, but they should. But now we have to rethink how off-duty work is delivered. So
that's going to be a big change.
That's a devastating change in protocol. Sadly, there's kind of, some of these cities have this anti-police, anti-liability perspective, so they're washing their hands of any responsibility whatsoever. And I don't know if that's the case in St. Paul or if it's a business decision to decrease liability, but let's just face it, if you require officers to get their work approved, you give them a squad car to go down there, you should be. And not only that, if something happens and it does down there on a regular basis, they're writing reports officially as a department.
Right.
So if for some reason he didn't catch a knife in one of the bags in the midst of all that chaos there, you ought to at least defend him. for those of you on YouTube that didn't get to watch us earlier, we went to the scene of the accident 2 days ago, and one of our deputies was injured. We kind of went through how all that transpired, and lo and behold, the deputy that was involved was kind enough to call in and give us a little individual play-by-play what happened, and our prayers and our thoughts and our hopes are with him and a speedy recovery. Just a wonderful, wonderful deputy. Just does an unbelievable job. Of course, we got a lot of those, but this kid is something special.
Yeah, he is.
And if you didn't catch us on YouTube, you can go back. If
Did you want the case number
you
for your
got a
previous
Facebook
call?
account, you can go back and watch the first chunk, because it was right in the beginning of our Facebook transmission before we got cut off.
I don't show you on one. Are you still on the DOC at 1025 York?
Affirmative.
Copy. Case number 056219.
Received, and put a stinger on that, please.
Copy, 22 minutes.
I'm about ready for one of those ham and sandwiches that they brought us in the back there, Pat. It's not going to be too long. It's like it's from the Cub Deli.
Nice.
There was a small part of me that was thinking of giving that away instead of the Twinkies, but I couldn't do that. What car is that? The white one. That's Ford?
I didn't see it.
We're looking for a Sienna.
Buick.
What's the Buick?
Oh, the Buick is the car, and the Sienna van.
Yo, 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 yo. Oh. I suppose we should tell that guy he's got no taillights. What do you think?
Yeah. I'll let her know.
The girl?
Yeah.
Does he got headlights on or not?
Not sure.
He might not be able to. Hi. How are you? I don't think, just so you know, I don't think your taillights are working.
It's not?
No, but
All right.
don't worry about it tonight, but get them fixed.
All right.
Tell your boss to get them fixed.
Thank you.
Just keep tapping your brakes so somebody can see you.
Okay.
Have a good night. Yeah. She's a shuttle for the residents in. They probably have. Oh, there's a street light. Can you still believe those guys were down in that sewer right there?
That was something.
Yeah.
In their hip waders.
Yeah, that was amazing. Hip waders down in the streets. Did you ever see the movie Goonies?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
One of my favorite.
That was a fun movie.
Oh, that was one of my favorite. You know, it's just, and they got a short version, a longer version. It's required viewing by all my children, and I can watch it a few times too. But they start their adventure, of course, in that basement of the house. They go. They see the water. They're trying to escape. They see the water drain through the fireplace down there, but they end up they're underneath the city's infrastructure.
Right.
You know, and there's a well there, a wishing well that people can throw stuff down. That's where the well is. But it's a great adventure story and an ingenuity story. You know, you got the little kid that's using all of his special gadgets that he creates.
321. Clear.
Which, by the way, because this reminds me of a kid in the Goonies. He's an Asian kid. He's just brilliant. But it needs to be said a couple times here that
361.
just so you know, we have zero tolerance for any of our Asian friends getting picked on. We've had a long, warm relationship with our Asian community here in the metro area, in particular our Hmong community that began migrating here.
Yep.
And I just want to say, in terms of education, this is important. Any of you that might not be as tolerant as we hope you are,
Sierra Lima 373. Vehicles are going about 70 east on Maryland.
the Hmong community were our allies in the Vietnam War. Our allies in the Vietnam War. Hello? Anyhow, the Hmong community were our allies in the Vietnam War. You know, thousands of them, actually estimated over 100,000 Hmong died, killed by the communist path at Laos as they were helping us fight the war in Vietnam. They rescued hundreds of our pilots, and they were just as close and as loyal as we've ever had for an ally. You know, Vietnam is right next to Laos. The Ho Chi Minh Trail that was furnishing the Viet Cong was, you know, coming out of northern Vietnam and out of China. So the Hmong would help intercede there. Our Air America would attempt to drop bombs there, and the CIA had a covert war going on there. But General Vang Pao, who was the leader of the Hmong community effort, and Dr. Yang Dao, another leader of another faction, all just fought valiantly. The general was in charge. Dr. Yang Dao was a major over there, and I became good friends with all of their leadership, but in the last 30 years, even more with young people that moved here. But here's the thing: they didn't want to come to America or Minnesota. They were forced out because the United States bailed out in 1975. After the Paris peace talks in 72, America abandoned Southeast Asia in 75, and thousands of Hmong were killed by the communist path at Laos and Laos, and thousands of Vietnamese were killed by the North Vietnamese. And so America helped 60,000 Vietnamese get out immediately that were our allies, that would otherwise be slaughtered. And the Hmong didn't get out right away. They had to go to refugee camps in Thailand, the Bon Vanai camp and others. And it took years for the Hmong actually to get brought to America, because if they went back to Laos, they would be killed.
Yep.
So just respect the fact that they fought with us. They saved a lot of American lives in the Vietnam War, and our Asian community here is one of the most productive in terms of jobs and businesses, and we should appreciate what they bring. And if you doubt that, you got to trust me. I've worked closely with our local Asian community here for many years, and we're just very, very fortunate to have the robust, and a lot of the Hmong kids are valedictorians in our high schools. It's just, I gotta say, of my career, 40 plus years, 20 of them working closely with the Hmong community has been the most rewarding and fulfilling.
That's been an amazing and welcome addition to our community, and I don't understand how anybody can't see that.
So, anyhow, you know what's going on in the world and in the country in terms of somehow the prejudice that began. There's no place for that prejudice, and you got to open your heart to the facts if you share any of that, because the best way to overcome prejudice is through knowledge.
Absolutely.
Okay.
3 minutes.
Read that, man. Oh, never mind.
288 Erie Street, main floor, marked burglary. A couple calls on this. First one is secondhand information. The sister in the basement, and here's someone walking around on the main floor. There's not supposed to be anyone there. Callers in South St. Paul. Got a second call. I think this one's from the premise. Here's footsteps in the level above comp. It's a triplex. Has been hearing this for the past 10 minutes.
So you'll see a lot of the roadblock stuff here. It's depending on the day
And then from the second caller,
what the activity is.
the only one that should
The
be
State
in now.
Patrol is prepared, the Capitol Police here are prepared to lock down the area in terms of
636 route.
the amount of the car traffic. In front of us, that's our Minnesota State Capitol.
Copy
Just a little
636.
different angle than we normally are at. But a gorgeous building. Pat, if you can just pull that back, we'll just take a little view from here.
Yeah.
One of the most beautiful capitals there is.
Squads to check on
Okay.
Right here.
traffic.
Yeah, they're coming.
John Ireland over 94 near 12.
Yeah, sounds like there's a squad that needs to be checked out.
125, I'll head there.
John Ireland.
Copy 659.
John Ireland.
101.
94, which we happen to be right here, so we might as well go check it out.
I see you're close by 378. Can you let me know what they have? They went to go on traffic, and then I didn't hear anything.
659, he's code 4. I'll let him know.
I don't see him even.
Copy, thank you.
But we'll go check. See a spot out here though?
No. You're clear.
Sometimes people get confused though about John Ireland.
29, now see the one.
Even myself, I got confused here sometimes.
29, copy at 33 minutes.
Well, definitely not here. But sometimes Marion and John Ireland get confused. But they said, I think they said they're code
Yeah,
4.
they did say they're code 4.
Well, I'll tell you what. Should we jump on the freeway and see if we can catch those buggers?
Oh, I know. I think we know where they're going.
Well, we can't really say where we're going, but
Squad for 288
we'll
Erie.
tell you where we're going.
I'm positioning now. Here's the objects being moved. I think if you come in from the dining room or living room, which is in the front of the house, that faces Erie. Yes, sir. 378, clear over cab with 659.
378, copy at 34 minutes.
So, while we were on the bridge, we heard a large number of fast cars proceeding.
Yep, sounded like they were headed north.
So, we gotta let them know that we care for their safety, right?
Absolutely.
I think that's where the
And
squad.
squads for Erie Street. Caller's not making a lot of sense. She said he's having
So we won't be on the freeway long, but
and says she has a BB gun on her.
we're gonna try to catch up to this pack. A large pack. I don't know what to think about these street racers, though. I mean, they always seem like pleasant enough kids. Just misguided in terms of a level of safety. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
It's a dangerous little pastime.
they didn't get the same training that we did from our video, right?
Right.
I'm gonna give those RX cars away to some desirable Facebook fan. Whoever wants those cars, the training cars that Pat and I train with, send us a message. What's your phone number, Pat?
No.
You gotta remember that phone.
It's a hard one to remember.
It is.
If anybody has my text phone number handy, post it, please.
So here's the dilemma. What do you do with 100 street racers when you don't have enough cars? I think we caught the pack. See him over there?
Oh, yeah.
For Erie Street, Thompson, I would think.
All right, so
Text number 651-775-8928. 651-775-8928. Yeah, and we're following a pack in right now.
So there's 100 street racers here. They're probably watching us right now. That's why we didn't want to mention we were coming. We're at the Wendy's.
In the old Kmart lot, and there are a lot of cars here.
And
it looks like somebody was just doing some spin
well,
outs.
there's a St. Paul squad. A couple squads. Now, really what we should do is block all the roads and keep them all in. Because,
269.
Looks like St. Paul is... We need a strategy. So... in a minute they'll post on the King of the Lots webpage where they're going. Well, that guy's coming right over. I think we should put our red lights on. Huh? Well, do not hit me there, EJP 374. How's that for good humor? So we're at the Kmart lot. They're all leaving for a variety of ways. I mean, the best strategy next time, and this is St. Paul's responsibility that we're here, is box them in on both ends, right, Matt?
That'd work.
Identify them all. Tag the ones that try to get out. Say there was 100. More than 100, huh?
Oh, easily more than 100.
So, well, you know, this guy's courteous to let the other guys have the right of way. Sanjay, thank you for monitoring there. So let us know where they're going next, buddy. Some of them are monitoring live on patrol, huh?
Yep.
See, the worst part about this, I do smell marijuana. How about you, Pat?
Oh, a lot.
So, you shouldn't be smoking marijuana while you're driving a car.
Especially the way a lot of these guys drive.
Yeah. I'm sure we caught a lot of plates on our camera.
301, did you copy that call?
2753.
A little bit of a traffic jam here, huh?
2753 on St. Paul 1.
St. Paul 2, that's from...
Over the Kmart 80s, sedan, no plate. $27.53. Kmart, white Mercedes being no plate. We're trying to stop him right now. He's taking off on us.
Where are they?
Copy 10-2, 2 Marion Lorient for 2753. Vehicle taking off.
Look at the unmarked car. Look at him. That's the same.
Which way are they?
Can't see.
They're westbound Maryland, going south 35 east. The white Mercedes C300, gold plates, got Walter dealer plates on the back. Southbound 35 from Maryland, white Mercedes C300, Walter plate on the back.
Did you see? Are they south?
I thought he said westbound.
No plate.
Oh, no, there they are. There
Copy
they are.
that.
114.
Oh my God.
You're good.
White traffic, speeds over 100.
This is not the
Driver
entrance
with dress. Looks like a passenger as well.
ramp. We did not. We got.
Callers at this
We
point.
did not hit the entrance ramp there. Pat.
White,
12 shots.
black male driver with dreads, passenger as well.
That wasn't good.
He might be trying to get 94 left here, and he will. He's on 94 left.
Between Charles
94
and
west.
Sherwood,
Well, that's
going
one of our
westbound,
best
no
drivers.
Ramsey County is patched with Deltec 1 for pursuit.
And no further.
Southbound 35 E to, was that westbound 94? Westbound 94, we're on the ramp from 35. Westbound 94, ramp from 35.
Oh, we're not as far behind as I thought we were.
042, 183, pulled over a car similar, not too far from there.
At 42 minutes.
Well,
We're passing the split, continue on 94 west.
oh, it couldn't have been moving that fast, right?
That's from the split, continuing on 94 west to 043.
175 copy.
Stay on 35 till.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a
Can we
second
come up on Dale?
from 841 Thomas.
Dale 043, do you want assistance from the state?
10 shots heard from the south. of the
State has
address.
6 at Victoria, just call for lane.
Tires.
Very good. State's got sticks. You said 94 west,
Yeah,
right?
if we stay there, though, we
2753, do you want
jump
assistance from state?
No, it's okay.
Yes, please.
I think he's already passed that, I think.
Yeah.
Passing Lexington. Passing Lex.
He had sticks in Victoria.
You got good 6 at Victoria. Good 6 at Victoria.
Excellent. They got him with the sticks.
Can you give me a county radio?
Go westbound, passing Hamlin. He's between the left and the right lane quite a bit.
On Central?
3-3 clears the cab at 327.
Just turn it all the
Copy
way.
Hamlin,
Just turn it all the way to
passing
you.
Hamlin, left and right lane a bit, 044. Passing Snelling, Snelling 044.
4400.
You make sure some county cars come in to assist our county westbound on 94. They can maybe head down 280.
Copy. Squad to start.
Any sample
Southbound
simple
280
squad not involved
intercept
with
the
it.
pursuit.
Switch to sample channel 1.
94, passing Snelling.
If it's me, that's I use. They just sometimes they'll listen more.
Passing Cretan. Cretan 045.
2160.
Disregard, exiting Cretan. Exiting Cretan 045. You might have some vehicle damage here. Northbound Cretan, Vandalia. Blue tire.
Blue tire.
2160.
It's a good spot for him because he's in the warehouse.
Heading northbound Cretan
He's in
van
the
from the
warehouse
freeway at
district.
045.
Can't really harm much there.
Cretan Wabash.
2160.
Cretan and Wabash.
Think he's gonna come east?
Ah,
I should turn and get off here just in case.
Okay.
I think, unless he goes west. Let's just see what he says.
Going back south on Creighton.
South, he's going to get on
Down Creighton.
He's going to get on the highway again.
West 94.
Yep.
West on 94. West 6. Stay 356 for a second. Start going. Get down the ramp. He's still going. Yeah. Yep, he's still going. 753, we're out. 356 is number 1. I'm counting to get up here. That'd be your 80. It's going about 50 miles per hour.
Ask if we got a helicopter, right, Pat?
6
miles per hour, right center lane.
Ask if there's a helicopter.
2753.
On Central or on this?
Damage. Both work behind the state.
Right here.
Yeah, if you guys are able to pick this back up, that would be great. I can have some call for you. $27.53, we'll try and catch up to you here.
2400, does state have air available?
We're checking 2400. West center lane, 75, definitely losing some tire route.
That's his smoke.
Which lane?
75, losing some tire.
I think you said left lane.
Location, 2753, we got the lead. Westbound coming up to Huron, Ramsey's going to be primary, I'm secondary.
Coming up on Huron.
14 Huron. Passing Huron, western lane, 74, light traffic.
It's only 74. That's good because his tire's flat.
Still westbound, passing Riverside, left center lane, 70.
You said the left lane?
Yep.
48. So westbound, 68 miles per hour, passing Riverside. Okay, we'll get a description on the driver and I sneak up here, Kevin. Can I go look at him? Copy. Black male driver with dreads is what we've got.
You see him up there rolling now?
Not yet.
That's rolling this way back. We are going to be exiting 7th Street.
Exiting 7th.
Exiting 7th Street.
Advise Minneapolis, please.
Already advised. Stay 356, I'm going to have to drop out. 2753, we're turn the lights off for Daniel because he just crashed 11th and 7th here.
11th and 7th.
Crashed at 11th and 7th.
Well, I think we're gonna come up on them. Hopefully they. We're out with them.
Copy 2400 out with them. Are they still in the car? Driver in custody, we're going to need fire. Triple 2400. You got anybody else outstanding there, sir?
I think we have them all, but thank you.
And you, dumbass bitch,
All right.
doing all this pursuit ass shit. Fuck wrong with you bitches. Hey, Paul,
Yeah, Mr. Ramsey County, where you guys at?
Y'all got this nigga running into me.
11th and 7th
I didn't fucking
from the westbound 94 exit, so I think it's going to be south.
Crack ass bitch.
2160 is arrived. Copy 2162. Minneapolis is going to be 11th Avenue South, 7th Street South. Copy.
Somebody get his ass a fucking ambulance! The hospital's right there! What is taking us so long? Y'all can speed through the fucking highway, right? Right next to Samuel's house. Mom's house is right there. Mom's is right there.
Well, fucking what? I'm trying to get home with my kids, yo. Yo, we just got hit with this fucking pig doing 120 out here. What the fuck? My fucking truck. My truck's fucking totaled. I don't know what the fucking vehicle is. God, dumbass. Dog, I ain't got shit left now.
No, because these stupid fucks don't know how to.
Shut the fuck
The
up.
hospital is right there. The fuck is taking them so long?
Hey, Mark, you gonna check on the
Well,
ambulance
then I
again?
guarantee you.
Supposedly it's on the way.
Oh, yeah.
Check the
Y'all get a lawyer.
Make sure there's a Minneapolis.
Yeah, definitely.
Nah, fuck that shit. You know what? All y'all get is I need all the wrong names. You know what? All you do is sign a piece of paper. I'll do you one thing.
Live patrol!
2753. 2753. Just confirm we got a couple ambulance rigs coming, correct? I'll check, you need two.
Fuck out of my face.
One just showed up. That's cool. We'll need to leave two.
That's how
Copy that.
motherfuckers get killed. Fuck
910.
the police. Oh, bitch,
We got two that need
fuck
attention.
up.
910.
Get the fuck back in
Tell
your
me you're
county.
Can you have
serious
202 call me, please?
Okay.
Copy that. Same ball 202, you monitoring?
for this gentleman over here.
2 and 3 went to voicemail. I'm trying again.
There's nobody that's unconscious in that car, right?
No, bitch!
Hey! I'm about to take people out of the county and do some extra ass shit. I'm just trying to
But y'all got your license, right? Huh, Mr. Sir? You got your license? All y'all sheriffs got your license, right? How the fuck you let somebody do that shit? And y'all motherfuckers are protecting, sir. How the fuck y'all do that shit right downtown? Huh? Y'all motherfuckers shouldn't be speeding down fucking town. Right? What's your name? What's your name? Oh,
goofy ass. Get picture. I'm suing the shit out of everybody. I did every officer's business card as well. Fuck this noise. Fuck the bitch in the car. Yes, I fucking did it. Yes. I'm not telling you I did an ambulance. No, I was minority. I'm a victim of this shit. You bitch ass bitch. Shut the fuck up, you fat white hoe. Shut the fuck up, you hell.
Kathy, 94.
Y'all got to pay for education or not? These are terrorists. first. I'll be alright. I got you. Check her first. Hey, Kevin.
Get her info. Hey, he said to tell her that he's sorry. Okay.
Thank you. Well, I think I lost my glasses.
Was there one of the... Any of you guys need checked on?
No, there's none of us. There was two in that car that claimed they needed to be checked on, and then there was the driver didn't need to be checked on. He's in that other car. You want to look at him?
No, I was just making sure that none of you guys needed checked on.
Copy both routes, 2020 Iowa Lane West. Hopefully sweep on the juvenile plate. 2400 on LTAC 1.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
They're calling you.
Yeah, give me the radio. Are we on LTEC 1?
Yep.
No, he's on. You gotta switch over.
Here you go.
I think it's all combined.
Hang on.
2400, go ahead. Do you need St. Paul Channel 2 and LTAC anymore, or can all county squads switch over to your main?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Everything's stable there. Copy, all county squads switch over to county main. All Ramsey County squads switch over to county main. We're dropping the patch at LTAC 1, St. Paul Channel 2 at 1 o'clock.
You're still willing to ride it, right?
207.
Minneapolis guys came just
We want a supplement for that accident at Jackson, Maryland on EOT.
You guys need a tow or anything?
We're calling it toll ourselves.
Cover that.
You hitting it hard, huh? You hitting it hard, huh? I still work. 87. kidding. Good. Big man. Yeah. Right before when I was
Still by chance have that driver's license, or did they get pawned off something else?
The shorter of the two deputies there has it, but if you got I've got a shot of it if you want.
Yeah, I'll just write down the DL number. It's legible.
It is F Frank 426 082 568 012.
And it should come back to a
Jarrell, Jarrell, Walter Coleman.
Perfect. And that was the driver, I'm assuming face
Yep.
stuff. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
Disregard. Is there a squad that can assist 2 and 3 for a 911 investigate a holiday 500 East 7th Street? Fill in.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Copy 211. And 220 is taking a suspicious at 1497 Jackson.
I'll leave the mail.
Trying to drive through.
2 and 3 out with the mail. 105.
No, I must be. I got a pair here. Might be that.
2 and 3, can you send 9?
I thought you were telling me you were out with the mail. I was acknowledging.
Affirmative, copy, thank you.
105.
And 2 and 3, this is going to be a motor vehicle theft.
2 and 3 copy motor vehicle theft.
I believe so.
Two and 3.
2 and 3 go.
This gentleman's vehicle is a maroon Ford Taurus Police left here approximately 5 minutes ago, freshly taken. Unknown full license plate. The last three should be 196.
Copy,
Unknown which direction it went.
Copy, first stolen on the maroon Taurus 5 minutes ago from 500 East 7th Street. Last three, the plate is 196. Unknown direction of travel at 106. 220. 220. We ran a maroon Taurus. Can you tell us what that was? We deleted our return. Negative, I only get them when they come back stolen.
All right. Well, turns out it's a stolen car. Stolen out of Edina. So, obviously, more serious than just a traffic. Brand new car. I don't know if we're gonna have any flat tires when we're done here, but brand new car stolen out of Edina. A lot of those street racer cars, I think, are actually stolen. I just use them for their leisure.
I mean, who's gonna beat the heck out of their car like these guys do if it's their own?
Obviously, the driver of the stolen car wasn't really very injured, but he's gonna see the medics anyhow. The passenger, there was a female passenger that he put at great risk. That she was conscious and reactive, but she went on a stretcher to the hospital. And then there was two people in the other car that weren't too happy about their car getting hit, and of course you heard them yelling at us. But they are seeing the medics too, but both of them, as you could tell, were standing around. Is this guy gonna hit me or should I get out of here? I think I'll just get around him before that tow truck backs up. Is that the car that from our accident?
No.
Oh, I don't think I went far enough either. Or did I? So, a stolen car recovered. No serious injuries. The deputies did an awesome job. It's, we had two-person car there. Stayed with them.
Yeah, they did a great job.
I mean, I'm assuming at that point, once you get downtown, you're going to start making some judgments about how much longer you continue the chase. But you wouldn't automatically just stop the chase just because it becomes downtown. So you make some value judgments as you enter downtown, see what the traffic's like. All the bars are closed. There was another car there, obviously, but they didn't hit him broadside. They just swiped him a little bit, huh? At the swiped part of his car. Did some damage to that Mercedes. That wasn't a very attractive car.
Yeah, that was a beautiful car at one time. That car, right up until the moment it crashed.
Had so many Mercedes used in carjackings too lately. That, you know, you always wonder about that, but stolen out of Edina. Part of the street racers, refuses to stop, flees at a high rate of speed. Stop stick state got some stop sticks on it. That was awesome. That's what slowed the speed down. That's actually why it wasn't traveling faster.
Right.
And the helicopter was just about getting up. Just a little. He probably tried to get up. He probably ran to the copter just as this thing was starting. But once they're up, then we got totally much more flexibility in how we operate. Thing is, the officer wasn't like right on his tail in pursuit anyhow. The officer was smart enough to not be pressuring him anyhow.
And the way the deputies
phone call request
dealt with some angry people was
194
impressive
Cesar
too.
Chavez, who was jumped and they took his wallet about an hour ago.
Well,
Copy. 111.
it's never fun having your car struck by another car.
Nope.
And you can see the professionalism of everybody there. I hope you could hear that even though people were yelling and screaming, the deputies remained professional. They were attending to the injured, getting 2 medic vans there in a quick time frame. So
160 East Kellogg at Safe Space. Male
State
is not
Patrol.
supposed to be there. Name is
State Patrol
Radha
is
Chan, Asian male,
tap that
35'4", average
Just
build,
tap the screen for
red
focus.
blanket around him, red headband, no
State
shirt,
Patrol,
no jeans. Refused
gonna
to
write
leave.
the
so I
accident
didn't-
report for us. Minneapolis is there. They were willing to write it, but since we had the State Patrol there, we just didn't want to burden Minneapolis. They're working some traffic control. So, who was the second car that was there? Was another sheriff car there before we got there, or was that just a trooper?
Trooper was the one right in front of him.
So there was a sheriff and trooper.
Yep,
We were the third.
I believe so.
One of our officers there is the third car there was when in FTO, and one of our officers spent a lot of time in Iraq as on a deployment. We have a lot of people that serve this country in a variety of ways. He's been one of our courts deputies for a while. Great deputy. I won't mention his name, but served time in the Middle East. Just got back not too long ago, and he's doing his field training program out there in patrol. Well, the gauge says I still have air in my tires.
Well, that's a good thing.
It's a good thing. See, the thing is, when you got 200 plus racers, you can't just let them all go. You know, you got to tag a few, stop a few. You got to let them know that there's some risk. They can't just, I mean, the best strategy, again, is just to block them all in and then try to figure out a way to tag them. Some explanation, but if they do flee, and I know they watch, I know that the racers watch, if they do flee, we are going to chase you guys. And, you know, if you're stupid enough to continue fleeing, you're going to cause an accident. You're going to be personally responsible. If you drive, if you kill somebody driving like that, you're going to go to jail for a long time for a criminal vehicular operation.
Yep.
So it's not on us; it's on you. You drive like an idiot, you're going to pay the price. So. Just be smart. Just take your lumps, pull over. But obviously the reason when people are driving stolen cars, they're more likely to run.
Yep. Very seldom do people run just for traffic violations.
Well, a little bit of everything tonight, huh, Pet?
Yeah,
Sir Patrick?
most definitely.
Two and three.
200.
Do you know what year the vehicle was?
I do not, but it sounds like it's in
Okay, so there was a black Ford Taurus that was initially reported stolen. Sounds like it was a breach of trust. Looks good. Code 4.
211. I'm going to be giving a courtesy ride to our cop here to 901 Wells Street.
I'm sorry?
St. Paul.
Is our YouTube working
The
okay?
vehicle you're in is
Let me check.
Copy, that was 901 Wells. Correct. Whiskey Echo Lima Lima Sierra. Copy, thank you. 116.
Yes, it is. It's good.
How many people are watching on YouTube? Can you tell?
8,145. $2,300 on Facebook.
You know, if I hadn't made that wrong turn down to that warehouse, we probably would have been a lot closer. We could see him there. It looked like the right way. You're too excited. You had to turn a little further left. Yep.
I've done the same thing myself.
Missed it by that much.
That much.
That was great that the State Patrol got some sticks on that car.
Yeah, that was awesome. Made it a lot lower speed crash than it could have been.
Gotta be kidding me. To a guy from Highland Park the other night. He said he loves watching, but he would like us to spend more time in Highland Park. I said, when there's crime down there, we're down there on a regular basis, but there hasn't been any for a while.
It's been pretty quiet.
We had the burglars that we intervened in, arrested a few of those. And we had the carjackers down there, and arrested a few of those.
When we get a chance.
So that vehicle that was chased there,
wow,
it was stolen on February 24th, a month ago.
That's crazy.
Been on the loose ever since. It's really disappointing.
Before we all.
What time did we start this segment? Do we know what?
Oh, we are at, it started at 10:41.
Oh, so we got plenty of time.
Yep.
Pat, give that number out again, will you? People want, because you're the best guy to keep track of requests.
We're getting texts a mile a minute. The text line, and it's for texts only, not phone calls, is 651 775-8928.
It's like smoke in the air over here. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's fires down there in Sweet Hollow.
You notice when I think it was when we were at about a Huron, the smoke in the air probably from his tires.
Yeah.
Very, very small over there.
That stop sticks were key at Victoria, to be honest with you, because that car's a fast car.
Oh yeah.
They might have not been able to keep up with that car if it hadn't been for stop sticks. I'll bet you that female passenger was yelling, "Slow down," though. It's got to be terrifying when you're running from the police at 100 miles an hour. Then you start losing control because when that tire goes flat, the faster you go, though, you're driving on one wheel. She used the F word and then what? And your what?
And your B-ass.
Oh. Well, it's nice she's watching again. Maybe my ass looked too big on the camera. Is that what she's talking about? Actually, my ass...
Well, it was another word for B.
Oh, actually, my ass is shrinking because I get older. That's the problem. Gotta get it back on the weights.
Got a message here from someone who's apparently very much in the know about that food distribution going on tomorrow.
Yep.
It's the event is taking advantage of the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Farmers to Families Food Box program.
Oh, all right. Say a little. Is there any more?
It was, other than that, it was simply repeating what you said.
Well, let's remind the people of where it's at.
All right.
If you are in need of some food, the Regional Labor Federation has 2 truckloads of semis with food, 30-pound boxes, noon tomorrow. What is it, 1681 Cope? You got the address there?
Oh, wait a minute. This is a different one.
Oh.
There's a different one going on tomorrow. District Council 82 of the International Union of Painters and Allied Trades,
okay,
in partnership with the St. Paul Regional Labor Federation,
okay,
11 a.m. tomorrow,
yep,
at the Union's Training Center and Meeting Hall at 3205 Country Drive in Little Canada.
Oh, so there's another one.
Yeah, and that's also 30-pound boxes of fresh food.
Probably, yeah.
Free of charge, first come, first serve, contactless, drive-through pickup in the parking lot.
So that's in Little Canada. What's the address again?
3205 Country Drive.
Right off of Little Canada Road and 35.
Right.
And then at 12 o'clock at the Sheet Metal Hall there at 1681 East Cope, they'll have the same 30-pound boxes. St. Paul Regional Labor Foundation in cooperation with the Sheet Metal Union.
211.
12 o'clock in Maplewood.
Breach of trust, so if you could change it to a civil, and you can clear it advise, and just for officer info, the suspect here is got a felony warrant for drugs.
Copy, breach of trust.
CSD.
Suspect's got a felony warrant for drugs. 125.
Well,
$213, $211.
you know, I gotta tell you, you know the reason he got off the freeway?
211.
Tell me.
Hampton Hotel, 200 West
He
7th
didn't think
Street
they
on
would chase him
DOT.
if they were off the
Security
freeway.
out with the mails have been removed from the address several times already tonight.
Because a lot of
Refusing to
departments
leave, being
have
aggressive
that
towards
policy
them.
that once you're in
White male,
any residential area.
White sweater.
But as soon as he kept chasing, he said, "Well, I'm going back on the freeway." He's not going to stop anyhow.
Still in or out?
Down here today on my way home from work here, White Rays Memorial. There were a lot of people down here earlier today. Looks like there's still some people living here. They had some shots fired here a couple nights ago at the memorial.
And some guns recovered off some people who had been visiting the memorial.
Yeah, one of them was a relative that got arrested. 3 other ones were his friends. But they fired some rounds off there. I don't think they were shooting at anybody.
Did a little video of some gun handling.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's right. Posted a little video. Should be, right?
Yeah.
43 miles an hour and a 30. See if that stop sign means anything to him. Apparently not. Apparently
doesn't
not.
mean a thing to him.
So this car was at the memorial. There were a lot of gang members there today. Well, that ain't too good. He thinks we're probably the ops. Can you read that plate?
0024 5669.
We got a carload here. What is this exactly? It's Mounds and Euclid or Bates and hang on. Oh, I think we're at Bates, huh?
I believe so.
Just double check it on your phone, will you? I got it. Let's see where we are. Oh, we're on Mariah. Well, yeah, Mariah and Euclid.
It lists to this vehicle.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
2400 traffic. Mariah and Euclid. It's Maria now, though, because of the
Copy. Traffic in Mariah and Euclid.
temporary plate 002-45669.
Copy. 128.
Let's see what these gents have to say about their running the red light.
Three
364.
327, arrive at 1771 Old Hudson.
Copy. 364, go ahead.
10 the cat, 910, 113.
Yeah, 131.
what to say exactly about that, but the driver convinced me of her legit intent. How's that?
Yeah, I think that puts it well.
She was a little worried that she was being followed by somebody, and that she was afraid. That's why she went through the stop sign. She also was spending a few minutes at the memorial for Ray Hobbs.
Mm-hmm.
I did admonish her to take the teenagers in the back home. There's 3 of them there. I don't know, but I guess what I'm saying is she convinced me of her good intent. Is that fair?
Right. Yeah. Well put.
Of course, she was an avid live on patrol watcher too.
Oh yeah.
2400, we're clear.
Copy, clear at 132.
See, we always called her Mariah our whole career, but now that I know that Maria was a person, I just think it's probably Maria. Don't you think?
I can't.
You can't say Maria?
I can't. It's been Mariah my whole time here.
I know, that's what they taught us.
Well, maybe she pronounced her name Mariah. Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I know, but that's a new evolution. I mean, this original Maria comes after the Virgin Mother Mary, right? That's where that Hispanic name came from. Maria, so Ave Maria, you know the song, right? Did you know I was in choir?
No, I did not.
In high school?
No, I did not.
I think I mentioned it. I think I had a lot larger range in it, like a couple octaves, But now it's kind of shrunk. Let's run this one.
Yeah.
I told you we went on tour to Europe.
No, you never told me that.
We sang in Europe.
That's pretty impressive.
No, our choir always got 4 stars in the state competition. Carl Lipke at North St. Paul was a renowned music director. And his choirs, he really worked hard. And back then, being in choir was okay. It wasn't like uncool. It was cool.
Right.
So
all good and valid, by the way.
Huh?
All good and valid.
Yeah, we took a tour to Europe. We landed in Frankfurt.
327.
Went to Marburg, Germany. If anybody's from Marburg there.
Clear me from this.
Of course, this was when the wall was still there.
Show me out on motor assist.
We went to Berlin, traveled to Berlin.
X-ray November Victor.
We sang in the Karl Marx Straße church that was bombed during World War II, but the remnants were still there, and they rebuilt the church. It was a fantastic experience. Traveled in East Germany to Leipzig. Took Easter communion in Germany. Yeah, that's where I'm headed there.
Thanks.
No, just in case I start singing
Something
or
on a
something.
Hill Tech one.
Is there? Yeah. Just because I start singing once in a while, I want you to know that I got credentials.
Go southbound I-35, passing 46th Street.
Oh, they're on.
6-135, right at the airport.
Minneapolis.
Copy, right at the airport. He's in the left lane, now straddling center.
Left lane straddling center.
So, State Patrol is in pursuit in Minneapolis.
He got back over into the left lane.
Left lane.
On 35W.
24's got sticks set up right at the Bridge Street exit.
Good with these sticks,
Copy,
man.
6 at Bridge Street exit.
Yeah.
Especially on a freeway. That's a tough call.
Dispatch traffic is still light. He's still darked out.
Can be pretty dangerous.
Speeds are at about 100 miles an hour still.
Light traffic darked out. Speeds at 100.
He just took the right lane. He's slowing down. Missed the 6. Already hit him.
Already hit him.
Copy, right lane slowing down.
One or the other.
One or the other.
Dispatch, it looks like he might have hit the 6. Still south on I-35, approaching 26th Street.
Copy, possibly hit the 6, approaching 20.
6 just north of Hoffman.
Hoffman.
26th Street exit. He's slowing down now. 26th Street, offbound, or exit.
Copy.
Right rear tire is flat. Did he take the exit?
You want me to hit the alley?
Yeah.
Dispatch, we got him stopped.
Oh.
Copy, stopped. Where are you?
By the way, there was a... did I mention this? There was
112 on 2 location.
chase at the Treasure Island Casino
K9,
today.
K9, I got call out. Copy, K9.
Dispatch.
Go ahead.
What's the number?
Dispatch at I-35, 26th Street.
Okay, you want me to go down the alley?
Uh,
Oh, it's more.
We are...
and that way.
Yeah, but I was going to do a U-turn to go back.
Oh,
thought
I got
that
you.
was-
I got
thought
you.
we were on. So, like, I'll do the U-turn now.
Units I-35, your status?
We're code 4, 26th Street exit. He stopped. That's where we're at.
Dispatch, can you look at their GPS, see where they're at? Plane, where you at?
Turn that down.
116, so then we're 26, right by
Just in
I-35.
case he's
We're going to have one in custody here.
around here. What are we looking for? That thing there?
That gray Ford
Units are code 4.
F-150.
150.
112 dispatch, we keep getting bonds. 1 detained, vehicle's clear. All units are code 4.
Well, I got the suspect in custody.
Units are clear. Dispatch, just to confirm, we'll be at 26th Street, right at the I. Copy.
What's that? Is there a person getting out of that car?
Hello.
We're just keeping the neighborhood safe.
Absolutely.
In a minute, I'm going to eat a ham sandwich.
I don't blame you.
There's 2 of them in there.
I'm gonna save mine.
Well, it's cold enough in this car, it won't spoil. Oh, these windows open. You know,
Dispatch, if you have, and you can clear 1033.
we are going to have to
Copy,
do a few
1033, clear at 140.
afternoon shifts, right?
Oh yeah.
Just because of A, how much activity there is right now with the warm weather,
Mm-hmm.
and B, it's just so pleasant being out there during when it's 50 degrees
No
instead
kidding.
of 35.
No kidding.
200 West 7th Street at the Hampton Hotel, 141. How's your investigation? Code 4, thank you. You're welcome at 141.
reading over there, Pat? You got some comments?
Just checking some messages.
Oh, share it with us.
Yes, to be perfectly clear, this live stream is completely legal and proper. Everything on this live stream is in the public domain.
And if we know that we're dealing with juveniles, we make an effort to shield their identity.
This almost could be a Buick.
The tail light out?
Yeah.
It definitely turned. Sneak up on them when there's a hill. Is it a Chevy or not?
That's
I don't know what it is.
I think that's a Chevy.
A Chevy, a small Chevy.
Or who knows these days? Maybe it's a Kia for all.
Well, it's got a Chevy emblem on the back.
Not anything we're looking for.
Easy
Oh,
spot
that's
for
interesting.
2 o'clock
though.
EOT.
Should run it anyhow, right?
Spot 361.
Oh yeah.
361.
EZU 526.
362.
362.
It's probably going to run from
364.
Let's see.
On Broadway in Minneapolis,
366.
it's Malibu.
378. 378.
Let's see if it crosses arcade.
381.
Oh, it's up to no good.
381.
Or that thinks we're the
382.
ops.
There's always that
382.
possibility.
383.
Really no logic to this route.
383.
Yeah.
384.
Here we go again.
Nope. He's
Squad.
South
385.
Dakota.
Squad for 2 o'clock EOT.
Any other
267.
squads for 2 o'clock EOT?
Let's just stop.
267.
You should be
269.
glad we're the police, huh?
Yeah.
You know, clearly anybody using the
Okay,
turn
144.
signals doesn't really want to be. Stop.
286.
Let's just
288.
a quick preliminary inquiry.
Anyone
Advise
else
him
for
of
2
his
o'clock?
letter.
58 copy. Anyone else?
Squad 324. 324. Morgan Plan East 301. At 145.
All squads, Eastern Center for Apache temporarily on console 15.
It's 24. 224. Advise.
No big deal. Have a good night.
Happy 224. 146.
Going to his brother's house right down the street there. Just a little confused about exactly where it was. Then he got a little nervous about who was following.
right.
Thought we were the ops. Nice enough man though, huh?
Yeah. Very pleasant.
Not very pleasant.
He was very happy to see we were that it was you, an officer, stopping him.
Yeah.
And he was completely sober, good condition, pleasant young man.
Yeah. Yeah, just, I know I've said it before. I know almost everybody understands it, that don't complain for the sake of complaining. You know, if you're not happy with what you're watching, change the channel. Go watch something else. I mean, we're trying to be respectful of other people's opinions, but you know, there's ways to express opinions without seeming like a whiner, complainer, or being a name caller. So 98% of the backseaters are, and every once in a while we get some people that just decide to be intentionally negative. A lot of different ways to do police work. CAV 976. You want to run that one?
Yep.
CAV, I wanted to follow this one, but Charlie Alpha Victor 976. He was tailgating us up that street. Get in a hurry.
Honda Civic.
Clear.
Yep.
211. I'm close park another. 149.
Check this alley, both those alleys way past.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep. Right there.
Okay. All the way down or not?
Halfway.
Yep.
Looks like he's stopped.
Okay. It's just a resident, huh?
Yep.
But even if it is, they're generally happy to know that we're here, keeping them safe. This far down?
I think it was.
Oh, there's a guy up there. Walking.
Yeah, there was definitely a car stopped in the middle of this alley.
That guy's got his flashlight. Let's say hi to him. See what he's up to. Maybe that's not a flashlight.
It looks like a beer.
Let's see what.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, doing good.
Good.
How about you?
Good.
That's good.
We go out for a walk or what?
No, coming back to my car.
Oh, what was going on down here? A party?
No, ain't no party.
Okay, but just out of curiosity, you were walking down the alley, so what's down there?
Oh, nothing's down there.
But why were you walking down there?
Do I supposed to go back?
What?
Do I supposed to go back?
I guess that's what we're getting at. Go back to where you're coming from somewhere, right?
Where were you?
Sorry, no.
Where were you, Cal?
Sorry, but I don't answer what you're talking about.
You don't want to tell us?
I don't answer anything.
Okay, well, you go to your car and we're going to pull behind you and then we'll have a conversation there.
Okay.
All right, Shijidua.
There's a bunch of people moving around.
This is one of those interesting things where there's a guy walking down the alley, probably just from a party, which all he would have to say, except his car's parked just blocked down and doesn't want to offer us any information.
First name should be T.
T?
Yep, T-E-E.
Oh, so he's Corinne.
No, well,
what's his
I don't
last
think so.
name?
Last name is Tao, T-H-A-O.
Oh, that's why I spoke a little Hmong to him. that where does the car register to?
2000 block East Magnolia.
Okay. Very strange, right? You saw some other people up here, though, huh?
Moving in the lights,
I'm
right
assuming there's a party. Oh yeah, they got a party going.
So his name is T.
What are we at? 1099 Maryland. Gaudachi, how's it going? Hey. Having a party or what?
No, just us four.
Your friend there just didn't want to tell us what was going on. Why he was?
I live here.
No, that's fine. That's all he had to say.
Yeah,
but he was walking the alley and down to his cars down the end of the block. And
thank you so much.
we were just worried that he was.
Yeah, it's just a firm.
That's of course. It's no problem whatsoever.
Thank you so much.
But he didn't want to cooperate. I'm not sure why. He's from California, He's from.
They don't know me.
He's from Merced County. Merced County. They're very not uncooperative.
But I did go to Fresno.
Sacramento.
Yeah, I did go to college in Fresno for 2 years.
Fresno, yeah. I was there for General Vang Pao's funeral.
Oh!
I was there at the convention.
I was there right there too.
I got to speak. I spoke at his funeral.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Did you?
I knew him very well. Very well. We became lifetime friends.
All right. Well, have a good night.
All right, later.
Yeah,
see you later. Thank you.
Good night, T.
So that's all he had to tell us.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. We really, I don't know about you, but just in general, we're not that hard to get along with.
I think personally, I think we're pretty easy to get along with. People actually tell me that.
Yeah. It's radio's back on, huh?
Yeah.
That one's on 3. I'll put this one on 2. You can have 1. Our battery's dying?
I just can't keep track of all the cords. We're good. I'm good.
Huh?
I'm good.
All right, well. Ham and cheese. Small sub. Thank you to our friends.
Thank you very much.
From the Minneapolis Bridge and Century and if I eat too loud, we'll have to mute. Very good, very good. Swiss cheese too, that's just a little different. I like that.
Yeah. I like it sometimes too.
Do some narrating while I'm talking, while I'm eating.
I will.
Cover me up.
Okay, to take a look at some texts that have come in. That's what I'll do.
Three 327.
311.
Yep, being curious kind of comes with the territory.
People in unit being loud, says female throws mess parties. Deborah Fuller, people going in and out in the parking lot. Looks like there's a history of these two calling each other.
Oh, I'm sorry.
311, copy.
911 Charlie. 158.7.
Copy at 158.
Someone asking about our curiousness?
Just that we are clearly curious and they like it.
Need squads to start for an assault. 804 Hague Avenue in front of the address. There's 5 people assaulting a female in front of the address.
That's not good.
That's not cool at all.
114.
Someone says some of the racers got in an accident on I-94.
128, this will be advised and I'll go ahead.
Yep. Somebody's wondering if your sandwich is a
128, copy at 158.
a flat Stanley sub.
This is a quality sub.
That's a quality sub, is indeed.
127, copy.
See, they gave it to us because they didn't want us to stop. You know that, right? That's what now you won't have to stop.
Right.
So in our next Durango, we're going to give a mini microwave. That's a quality sandwich.
Keep your comments nice, people. Let's be kind.
And squads for Hague Avenue,
And
multiple callers.
just so you know, racism of any kind is not tolerated, and you'll be blocked.
Amen. Hopefully you were on earlier and you heard my little speech.
Yep. Well, John, police officer in Connecticut, and his fellow officers are watching right now. Thank you for your service, John, and all of your partners.
125, Captain. Is that for the rest of the night then? Affirmative. Copy, thank you.
I've only been to Connecticut once.
I've never been.
Driving through from... boy. Do you go through Connecticut on your way from Boston to New York?
The male suspect that was assaulted.
Can't remember.
I
think so.
I'm honestly not sure.
I drove along the coast though. There's some beautiful houses along the Atlantic coast there. There's some gorgeous space, they would know, but I'm trying to think if I was going from New York to Boston or vice versa. I think I was going from New York to Boston, drove through Connecticut and Rhode Island. But I like to go off the beaten path and look at the coast and all the houses and the beauty they have there.
Mm-hmm.
They have a train that goes from New York to Boston too, but I was driving. John might say.
Somebody is saying there's near Rosedale Mall, and shots have been fired at the A-line area. That's west,
Is it
right?
on the CAD there?
Let me look here.
Did you say A-line?
Yeah, they're saying the A-line. I don't know if they're referring to the bus line or...
There's a bus that runs down Snelling.
Hold on.
Not seeing it at all.
I'll just hit the scan here. I'm almost through with my sandwich, if that's annoying you.
9170, copy code 4-203.
Seriously advised, copy that. 203.
114, copy. No one actively fighting at 203.
Well, happy 30th birthday to Melissa.
East Love Party.
You probably got 500 of those you better get through tonight. If we miss any comments, it's Pat's fault.
Yeah. So apologies.
Well, everybody else down.
We're literally living your life.
One squad will be efficient.
Copy. Squads can slow. 125, I'm off. 125, copy. Squad 127.
Toronto Police 14th Division is with us tonight.
Wow.
Thank you for your service, Toronto Police Department.
I love you guys. You guys have a
Comp is uncooperative. Needs a male removed. He's called multiple
lot
times.
of immigrant communities like we do here in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and
Indeed.
I know you have some great community outreach efforts too.
Oh yeah.
And you handle a wide variety of stuff in Toronto.
301.
Got great admiration for you, but I just want to say that our Minnesota hockey players can still take you.
But you do have extremely strong beer.
No, so I mean, let's just face it: the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens were the all-time best franchises ever, right?
Right.
It took a long time for the United States to break into that market. I think the Philadelphia team was one of the first, and the Rangers is maybe the other one. But when I was little, I still have the game. My parents have passed away, but we haven't sold their house yet. I still have the hockey night in Canada game with the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs, right?
Right.
Those are the. But
211 advised, 205.
you know, when I took my little 5-year break there, I was studying terrorism, and there was a fair amount of terrorist activity in Ottawa, Toronto, up there. So they've experienced it all up there.
Yep.
But they have a large Somali population here in the Twin Cities, about 100,000 in Minnesota. They've contributed to our community, and Toronto has a significant population as well. And in fact, there's a Somali legislator in Toronto too, up there, that I'm friends with on Facebook.
You can mark this GOA with 128 tonight. 206.
There's some people you just gotta always thank for their service. Fire Department, New York, EMS. He and his partner are watching us right now, and they always have our 6. Well, we have
343 firefighters running into that building, perishing.
We have your 6 too, guys. Thank you.
We're on West 7th Street here. Bars are all closed, but after COVID's over, they'll all be emptying out right about this time, because in Minnesota,
281
bar closing's what, 2:30?
2.
911 mail.
Yeah, they don't actually leave. Can't serve it after 2, but they don't bail out till 2.
Right, exactly.
Subscriber name is Leo Blackwell. Unknown nature emergency. Squad justice. 211.
I'm so glad the snow's gone, Pat.
Oh, I'm delighted.
I can't tell you.
Copy that.
It's amazing how few serious calls we get down here in the West 7th Street neighborhood, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
114.
Generally a pretty quiet area.
That's amazing.
Copy 114 and 114. Sugar 114 squad. One 113. 113. Can you back 128 at 2520 Como U-Haul front alarm audible East Storage.
Being asked if you ever knew a Circle Pines officer named Ron Nicholas.
Definitely on road. 219.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell with me either.
125. Place 113. 113, you're clear. Thank you, bud.
Somebody's asking if we read St. Mud. I definitely did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great book.
Copy 125, will be 10-8.
Great book.
Yeah, we talked about the other thing. You mentioned St. Mud when we were talking about John Sanford.
Yep.
And all the great prey books. And I was mentioning that he used to work down here as a reporter and columnist for the Pioneer Press newspaper back in the 80s before he decided to go off and write.
Right. He'd been with the Minneapolis paper before that, right?
That's exactly. And I'll show you St. Paul City Hall where he worked.
211.
John Sanford. It's hard to believe he was.
I just called now at DOC.
I knew him relatively well from when I was on the city council. I gotta be honest with you, when a guy tells you he's gonna go off and be a writer,
Black female.
you're wondering, oh, okay.
Black coat, blue jeans,
Yeah.
in the entry of the building.
Did he ever?
Doesn't live in
I mean,
the
it's
building.
kind of amazing. So,
Copy. At 210.
our St. Paul City Hall here is the next block.
127.
And John, if you're ever watching, John Camp was his name at the time. His office was on 3rd floor in this corner. And see this building right here? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn it and pull the camera back a little bit. See that 3rd floor right there to the right of the light there?
Yep.
That was John Kemp's, a.k.a. John Sanford's office on the 3rd floor in that corner right there.
I'll be darned.
Pull it back one more time. I mean, that's a little history of John Kemp's office before he became a multi-millionaire writer.
She put me on an alarm at 4444 West Brown Lake. It's an audible alarm. I'm just going to be checking.
This is Kellogg Boulevard we're on. It's main road near the river, also known as 3rd Street, but we call it Kellogg. See if our friend here at this
125, I'll take Longhurst.
That's not the smugglers. What's it called?
I'm sorry?
What's,
Senior Wong.
Senior Wong. See if we see that green laser out here tonight. Usually puts it right in front of us, right
Yep.
here.
Oh, this is, now, I've got a text here that's a blast from the past. This is kind of a personal thing on my side that just brought back a great memory. Chris, I knew your great uncle, Alfred Trinidad of the San Antonio Police Department, very well. He was my sergeant my last couple of years down there when I was on the foot patrol downtown, working along the River Walk. And you just brought back a really warm memory. Your great uncle was an amazing man. Thank you for bringing that memory back to me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure why. I don't know the detail. You might, but someone asked us to have a shout out to Kurt Sandell earlier, needing some prayers. Has he got some health issues?
I know that he has dealt with some cancer issues.
Okay. Well,
And
Officer Kurt Sandell served the department admirably for many years.
yes, he did. Many prayers to you,
Many
Kurt.
prayers. I didn't know he was ill.
I never knew a Randy Scott with the sheriff's office.
I think he was he a reserve, a part-time officer, I think, maybe.
Okay.
Part-time, I think. Well, part-time license, but sometimes they work full-time in the summer.
I got
I
you.
think Randy might have worked water patrol for us. That was years ago. A little surprised how quiet it is right now, aren't you, Pat?
Yeah, very much so. Especially with as nice as it is.
2166.
The building is security and clear call.
Copy, call. 15.
Give me your number again there, will you, Pat?
Yep.
Say it out loud.
651 7
I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna put it on the dash of this
yeah,
car.
I got to do that. 775-8928.
775-8928. Text only. Text. Don't call.
Got a call from the client. No contact.
775-8928.
He says nothing else is needed. All is good now.
Indeed, thank you.
I know very well what the Cajun Navy is. You guys do some amazing work during the hurricanes and natural disasters down south.
2 and 3.
Hey guys.
I don't know if I ever told you the story when we were down there for Katrina. I think I maybe told it early on. I'm going to tell it again as long as we're talking Cajun Navy.
114.
So we have a very professional water patrol unit here. So when Katrina
Check
hit
the area vehicle
and the Dyke group down just right away.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really wait for all the federal organization, you do this. And so they were welcomed and appreciated down there in the 9th Ward. that was severely in water. And after they were down there a couple days or a week, I went down there just to bring a supply of food and water. You know, we had to bring stuff. It was a resupply mission. They were down there for 3 weeks. And while I was there, I went and toured the dikes that had given away. And I'll never forget this to my dying day. I was walking along one of the dikes, you know, boots on and stuff, and there were breaches all over different places.
Yep.
And there was water, like rivers of water running through people's houses.
Wow.
5 to 6 feet deep. Sand had breached, and it was in the middle of their houses, just run right in, 5 to 6 feet deep of sand. The water had already receded, but the sand just kept running through their houses. And there was a guy out in the backyard of this one house with a shovel. Shoveling, he's got 5 feet of sand in the backyard, and it's in his house. And he's shoveling, and I said, geez, I walked over to him and I said, what are you doing? He said, well, there's this stream of water on this sand that's running into my house. So I'm trying to channel the water around my house rather than through it.
Wow.
That was his commitment. He was absolutely committed to keeping that water from getting in the house so they could clean the sand out. And I'm thinking to myself, this is an overwhelming problem that it can't. And most of those houses, a lot of those houses ended up being condemned, but people weren't willing to give up. That was an example of the human spirit. I'm channeling this water. I got 5 feet of dirt in my house already, but I'm channeling this water around my house so I don't get any more water in my house.
That is amazing.
Whoa, that's just, I left there thinking, you know what? If my house is all I had, I might do the same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But think about the amount of help you need.
Unreal.
A lot of those houses were condemned in that 9th ward, but people lost everything they had.
Yes, sir. Yeah, hi. At 96? Okay, thank you. Yeah, mute this 1 second here. If I can find it.
We gotta go that way anyhow, right?
Yep.
113, I'll take Georgia.
All right.
113 copy, 391 Laurel, called in by apartment 104, suspicious reference. Sounds like people are trying to get into her apartment.
Copy that, all advise on it.
How much time we got left? We'll probably conclude at the end of this 4-hour block. What do we got there?
117. Cancel him, I'll go back
About
there.
20 minutes.
There's nothing there, but I'll go back.
All right. Well.
Yep.
113 tonight, thank you. $8195 Tango, traffic.
8195 Tango.
Yeah, we got 21 minutes left, Tom.
Silver Lake Road.
Yep.
And Rice Creek.
Right.
Temp tag 000-80478.
I'm gonna go out to the suburbs for a little bit before we
traffic,
conclude.
Silver Lake Road, Rice Creek. 221. Way you have your message.
Hi,
I did, thank you. Copy that. You're welcome.
Well, we did a little variety tonight, huh, Pat?
Yeah, there was definitely that.
We'll try to get out again during the afternoon hours for you. We'll give you a half a day notice if we think we can get out. This weather inspires me to get out. Oh, did I pass? No, I can go this way. This weather inspires me to get outside. And then with all the calls that were going on this afternoon, boy, it was a busy afternoon.
Yeah, it really was.
Again, if you didn't get a chance to join us for the first, now some people don't have Facebook, for the first hour or so, we did go over the accident and how the accident happened to the officer, and the officer was kind enough to call in and talk to us a little bit.
Hit and tore off the door.
That was very kind of him.
And
yeah, it was.
He's in the hospital still, and we're wishing him our best.
Solicitor? Or suspicious?
Let's see this way.
I'm sorry, I was tracking. I was looking down at this.
This is where we chased that rogue that one night. Is it a rogue or Land Rover?
Yeah, 224.
Land Rover.
Land Rover, yeah. See if you can text her at all. Get a little more info on movement or location.
U196, next 7.
I think we're all.
U190 copy. 1417 10th Street Northwest. On a shots fired, one caller, one shot heard in front of the complex, nothing further.
So, just for some of you that are relatively new, there's 3 precincts in St. Paul, and precinct 1 in the western sector is the 100 cars, the middle is the 200 cars, and the east is the 300 cars. And then as you go out to the suburbs, when we pass Larpenteur here, then the Maplewood cars are the 4,000 numbers. They start with the 4s.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Way north in another county.
Okay, well, I'll go back. So the Maplewood cars are the 4,000 cars. Roseville, which is another first ring suburb, are the 5,000 cars.
We just got another call from a resident.
The sheriff's office is
the
sheriff's office is the 2,000s
converter
for the most part. Then of course, North St. Paul is 3,000.
51 meters. Alex screaming.
White Bear is 9,000 because they were the last one to join in on the Merge Communication Center.
Yeah, they kept their own communication center for quite a while.
Mounds View is 7,000 and New Brighton is 8,000. Those are the different squad numbers in the suburban areas. And so there's an eastern precinct, eastern frequency, a central frequency, and a western frequency there. Quite often they're merged depending on the traffic volume. So St. Paul is about half of our county. It's the capital city of Minnesota. If you were with us earlier, you saw the capital, and Ramsey County is about 550,000 people. It's the second most populated county in our state, but it's the smallest density-wise. It's the most dense population. Maybe Minneapolis has an equal density, but it's part of a larger county, Hennepin County. County. So St. Paul is on the eastern side of the Mississippi River, Minneapolis on the western side. This guy's in a hurry. Start luck.
3NE 159. 3NE 159. BMW 328.
Clear.
Looks clear. Yep.
So the other cities that the sheriff's office has primary responsibility for is, of course, Little Canada, Falcon Heights, Arden Hills, Shoreview, North Oaks, White Bear Township, Madness Heights. So those 7 cities we have primary responsibility for, but we also patrol other parts of the county and provide a wide variety of county services in addition to running the jail, court security. We have an apprehension unit that apprehends people, and including a special investigative unit, an intel unit that actually Pat is a part of the intel unit. It's probably, well, it's one of the premier intel units in our 5-state area. That's all I'll say about it. Hennepin County does a nice job too with their intelligence unit.
I'm proud to be working with those amazing deputies in there and analysts.
Can't solve crime without good information. And usually that good information, well, there's a lot of places it can come from. But you gotta go out and collect it.
Once you collect copies.
Add Frank's X-ray Edward at 813.
Copy with the squad to back. 167 Ignite Road North on Disturbance. Moving loud on the 3rd floor balcony. Across from the address.
Heather, if you're listening, keep us posted. Oh, you're probably on the way out of there. Sorry.
Just did get up.
Did coming south again?
Nope, still going.
Back. Reach forward.
321.
We get off here at County Road E. Spent a little patrol time here, our last closing minutes in the city of Madness Heights.
It's a great town.
Yeah. I loved it. I mean, I loved being the mayor here. It was good people to work with.
They sure loved having you as mayor, I'll tell you that.
Good cross section of America right here. Yeah, don't be afraid to visit Madness Heights here. It's right on 35E and County Road E. Got a little bit of everything here.
I love this fresh time market. I get up here often.
Yeah, it's got a fresh time. On this side of County Road E, we got a Target, a fresh time. I got to admit that I come to Panera Bread. You like Panera Bread here. It's right on our right there. They got a Panera Bread.
Good soups.
Soup, good sandwiches. My daughter used to work at Target here.
Squad 326. Copy, you're en route to the Mississippi
Fresh Time,
Frank
Pet
Street,
Supply.
Apartment 329. Color is white, who has dementia, walks away.
I'm glad they put an Xfinity here. I swapped out my
89 years old.
Wi-Fi box.
5 foot average build, wearing a white top,
Chipotle.
checkered PJ pants.
Cherry berry. Is this still a workout place here? Looks like it might be closed.
I thought I saw one.
It's right here. It used to be Experience Fitness. Looks like they're remodeling it.
Huh.
That old COVID was tough on. And I gotta say, this is one of the more popular Walmarts across the street. So we got a brand new Spire Credit Union there. Dan Stoltz from Spire runs an unbelievable operation.
Is Walmart back to 24 hours?
We never let them be open 24 hours.
Oh, you didn't?
Well,
Okay.
it was part of the deal when they opened that they couldn't be. That they couldn't be open 24 hours up here in Vadnais. They might have negotiated something about the grocery end since then. I don't know how that worked, but.
233.
Vadnais Heights City Hall. And of course, we mentioned before, much of the St. Paul Regional Water Services. The water comes from the city from the lake of Vadnais. And a lot of people don't know this, but the chain of lakes starts with Charlie Lake up in North Oaks, goes to Pleasant Lake, down to Sucker Lake, and then into Vadnais Lake. And that chain of water, that filtering, causes the water to get purer and purer as it works to Vadnais before the St. Paul Water Utility picks it up and sends it down to Roselawn and Rice Street to treat it. But there's also 2 5-foot culverts that run from the Mississippi River to Charlie Lake. You can actually see them if you ever go to the northern entrance of North Oaks. You can see the 2 waters, and if there's ever not enough water coming out of the lakes, they open those culverts up from the Mississippi and bring water into those lakes, and then it gets filtered as it comes in there. But there's some unbelievable fish in this Vadnais Lake, but you cannot have any boats on there. So
is fishing from shore okay?
Certain spots they mark where you can. I don't know why they control where you can't fish. But Vadnais Boulevard on the south side of Vadnais Lake. I will say this, they got some unbelievable paths in here for running and walking. When you're inside this Vadnais Lake system, what
in the world?
Oh, possum.
Possum.
A possum. Anybody see the possum? There he goes. You don't see a possum every day, huh? He stared us right down.
Yes, he did. and I got to correct you, that happened to be an Irish one.
An Irish possum?
So that was an opossum.
Okay, it could be open. Yeah, I've moved a couple times in Vadnais, places in Vadnais, and one time there was one on our back porch in the middle of the night. I don't know what he came up on the back porch for, but you know what it's like when you turn the light on in your porch and there's a possum staring in your window, and they have the worst nasty.
Oh yeah, they do.
Oh,
they're scary.
They're scary. It's just very scary. Very scary. And they're so ugly when they're hissing. It's kind of a hiss.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess they eat an incredible amount of wood ticks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Incredible amount of wood ticks. What do we got? We got 5 minutes left. Well, we promise you we'll get out more often.
As the weather warms.
As the weather
here.
breaks. We'll hope you had an interesting night with us tonight. If you didn't see the beginning of this chunk, go back and watch, because we ran into some unfriendly fellows, but by the end of the conversation, we were communicating. What was the name of that movie? What we have here is a failure to communicate. They were in the working.
Cool Hand Luke.
Cool Hand Luke. Cool Hand Luke. Thank you.
How many hard-boiled eggs did he eat? 50, I think.
What we have here is a failure to communicate. This is the western lobe. This is actually Twin Lake. It's not actually Vadnais on the right. It's very shallow and mucky. They do not use this water on the right side for the water system. It's all stagnant water over here on the right. Someday I'm gonna build a skating rink on there. Big loop. Have a big winter party.
Oh, that'd be cool.
213.
We saw a possum. That bugger was staring right at us.
Yeah. He wasn't scared of anything.
056300.
Like a honey badger.
Yeah. I don't know where the term "the plain possum" comes from, because I never see a possum pretending to be dead. Do
I
they do that?
have.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They sure do.
Well, maybe that's what he was doing. Pretending to be dead. Standing up, staring at us. Pretend I'm dead, they won't run me over. All right. Well, we're northbound on Rice Street. We're running up on our 4-hour cutoff. It's 2:38. It's time to call it a night. Pat, why don't you give it a little send-off?
Yeah, folks, thanks for being with us tonight. Hope you were interested. Hope we kept you interested. Hope we made you laugh a little bit. Hope we made you think a little bit. Hope we encouraged people to be kind to each other. There were a few more unkind comments than usual on Facebook tonight, which we're sorry about. Some people were very